think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hello and welcome to Was the Open number 37. I'm your material host and commentator for this evening, Aaron Curry, and with me is the spiritual Koyo. How's it going, Koyo?
Hello, hello. Going well. Gonna be having fun on this Wednesday. Gonna be having some great games on Granblue. Looking forward to it. My goodness, I just realized your background. That's gotta be JoJo's, right?
That is, in fact, Dio's mansion from All-Star Battle R.
Ooh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that is the background for that. That's the stage select.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
Yeah. Love that game.
Mhm.
And what I also love about tonight is the 61 entrants we got going down. A lot of heavy hitters. I know a lot of folks from last night's Kirbyo tournament, including Kirbyo himself, are in this one. Your regulars, your classics, your standards. Getting ready for some Granblue action tonight.
Yeah, gonna be extremely fun for that. Everyone I know has a great time with these, and honestly, it's all so much sweeter throughout the end of the night when you check out that match arena that we have. You know, we do have a match arena as always. There's a bunch of codes that can be claimed. We got 47 still there. It's very simple. All you got to do is head on over to the chat. !M takes you over to this link. And you just have to hit claim code, sign into any of your socials. It puts free money into the pot. You could also do some of the other sponsor quests that we have. There is that one for Matcherino. You just subscribe to them and it puts another 40 cents into the pot. So, you know, there's a good amount of money that can be like claimed just from codes and such. So please, do get those done.
For sure. And I think we're going to start off tonight with a bit of a barn burner. We have DorothyTheWitch versus CharCharRealSmooth doing something a little bit silly, a little bit goofy tonight, if you want to let some folks know what he decided he wanted to do.
Yeah, decided to tell us, hey, is a little controller like this legal? And showed off that he's wanting to play on some DK bongos. Honestly, we're not even fully sure how he's going to move around with those things, but, you know...
I've seen Bone Hero players play with the DK bongos. Shouts to Asai. My man plays, played Through the Fire and Flames. Got an FC on the intro to Through the Fire and Flames on DK bongos. You can play games on it.
Yeah, of course.
It's challenging. I wouldn't recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
But power to CharChar. Trying to.
For sure.
I'm wondering.
That's gonna be a bit of an awkward one, I feel. Because I still have no idea how you do it with only one set of bongos. Because I've also seen people like move around with like two. I don't know if there's only a way to really work it with just one. And as well, you have to be like modern inputs, right? It's like there's no way that you're doing a quarter cycle on that thing.
So yeah, he has to do modern only. The bongos have like. If I'm correct, it has a little bit of a situation like... Vira. I'm forgetting the game.
Sorry, they just jumped into it.
Tycho. Where like it has an
Nier.
actuation on the pads on different sides, along with the actual sides of the drums, the start button, the microphone. I bet CharChar is going to be screaming to get his DPs out.
Oh, I asked if they was scream in order to DC, and they just smiled.
Yo, screaming to Alt F4, let's go.
So true.
Straight away into this winner's round one. CharChar just doing some more unorthodox zoning, I guess. I think Dorothy might be genuinely scared of the raw power on display by CharChar tonight.
And honestly, it is kind of funny that we do get to see the mirror. So let's see, maybe Vira plays better on bongos than we think.
I mean, hey, if there's anything Vira can do, it's eat glue, play the bongos, and get full confirms, hopefully.
Possibly gets the hit. Even goes into the super as well. Can you fully confirm? Actually reach the combo limit, so yeah, full combo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even funnier to think about. Full combo since you're on bongo.
Oh, super anti-air, but doesn't get the follow-up. Throw to end that first round for CharChar. Part of me is like, no way you're actually this goated on DK Bongo's control. You just lied to us for a funny and to get on stream first.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, because like, they're moving around pretty nicely. It's pretty fluid. Yeah. I don't know. It seems pretty good so far.
I feel like CharChar is right now trying to convince us that all these raw inputs are him screwing up because he's playing on DK Bongos, but I'm not falling for it. I don't believe it.
Oh my goodness, even the backdash shimmy gave the full confirm. You have the meter, spends it on the super. Oh my goodness.
First game going to CharChar. I want to see him tweet a picture of himself using the bongos.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I gotta see to believe.
Goodness. Maybe people were right. These combos really are just rhythm games in disguise. Oh my goodness, plus the Oki as well?
DP's out, Dorothy getting her turn back.
Back to the mid-screen at the very least. There's the BC. Probably had to scream on the top of their lungs to get that one. Doing a gang.
Just imagining all the screaming.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Back to this corner. Let's see. How long can you keep them there?
Oh, raw super spot dodge throw. Not enough.
Yeah, just a little bit more. Kip damage is going to be available. There's a good DP for Dorothy, but a DP back for CharChar. Taking the round. That point now. On the bongo. My goodness. And their 6 excels are still working well. You have to double tap the bongos like that. So, you know, true rhythm.
I think Dorothy might be scrambling here. Not finding her footing. Yeah, no. Bit of a panic. The bongo's too intimidating. Interrupted. Doing pressure. Clashing into the throw.
Goodness. Really great reactions even with these bongos. Now we get man grab. There we go. Super. Can't actually confirm off it.
Isn't it universal sweep on any super pickup for Vira?
Yeah, I think sweep is usually the main one that you go for. And oh my goodness, there's the 2-1-4-U just to catch you from all the way over there. And that's CharChar taking it 2-0.
Now I'm going to say something that I don't think anyone has ever thought of saying in their life when it comes to CharChar. Do you think he got away with it real smooth like?
You know, now I can only imagine that it was extremely smooth as he just walked away unplugging his controller.
Raw power?
I've produced a bunch of these, and I've honestly never heard that with CharChar.
What?
Yeah.
No way, no shot.
Yeah. Swear to God.
That feels like the most obvious thing in the book. It's
I feel like
right
that's why
there.
we didn't go for it.
I mean, yeah, but someone's got to do it. Someone's got to break the seal. Ugh.
At some point, the low-hanging fruit has to be taken.
I'm just waiting for one of us to say, okay, chat room unironically. What are some other common isms as we wait for Blue versus QuinnSomniac up next?
Well, as you think about those isms, I'll tell everyone to think about going on over to the match Reno. We still have tons of codes. Y'all can head on over there. The link is in the chat. All you gotta do is hit that blue claim code button, sign into any of your socials. Doesn't matter if it's Twitch, Twitter, Google, Line, if you got a line for some reason. You can sign into anything. It puts 25 free cents into the pot. All the money will go to the gamers at the end of the night. So, you know, we would really appreciate it if you can get those done.
I did my part. Are you doing yours? I don't see you on this, Koyo.
If I do mine, I'm doing all 13.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna go through everything. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Gonna
how
add your line?
you didn't hear me say that, Maturino. Like, you
Yo, you have a
didn't
line
hear
count? You should add me.
that. True. I actually did make a line for it. I mean, not even lying.
Nice. So, we got. You'll have to remind me off the top of your head. Who does Blue and Quinn play? What are we in for in our final game of round 1?
Blue plays Eustace from what I remember, and from what we're seeing, Quinn plays Nier. So that's going to be an interesting one. Eustace, a character we don't get to see very often, but did get some nice changes through the patch. In all reality, I think Eustace as a character feels a lot stronger now. And
Oh yeah.
like, I really do think that a lot of people are kind of sleeping on him. And I feel like the few players that we do have that can show off what Eustace does makes the game like so much hyper. Like, there's so much cool stuff that we have yet to really see for Eustace. So I'm always excited to see him on screen. But Nier, the character that got the most amount of changes in the patch, we haven't gotten to see her in quite a bit, I feel.
Rising from her grave to play in a game. Yeah, I feel like with Nier's sort of radical rework, I want to say that this is probably not fun for Nier. The Eustace Nier matchup might go in Eustace's favor just because it's so punishing now to get death clipped. Eustace has so many projectiles at his disposal that any bare hit and already out of death. And now what's Quinn going to do? What's Nier going to do to get in against the zoning?
Yeah. And one thing as well, like, Eustace is one of those characters who are really great at both zoning and being up close. So it's like, if he can zone just a little bit, just so they can get rid of death, and then make their move in, it feels impossible at times. Like right now, you don't have death, you have no amount of specials. Yeah, you're gonna have to spend that BP. Death is back.
I also feel like there's a lot going on where you saw Blue sort of adapt to being on the offensive when Death was down, and the moment Death came back up, took a step back, went back to zoning, trying to just remove Death and using that opportunity window to actually get any sort of major hit in. Seeing the SSBA pull out here, not going to be quite enough, but chip out very real. Nier in a tough spot for a little bit, gonna have to play leapfrog with all these projectiles.
It's available, and there's the last hit that you needed. Which was also pretty scary, considering Death was about to rain from above, you know?
So far I want to see... Quinn's been doing a really solid job of getting hits to matter. It's just... At the end of the day, if you can't maintain that momentum on this character, then you just give characters like Eustace, like any other character in the cast that has, you know, strong pressure tools to kind of run their game however they want.
Yeah, she is definitely a lot more of a snowball character, but it's really hard to work with, considering no matter how much you really try to work with the snowball, there is going to be a lot of downtime. Like right now, we have those 6 stacks you have to kill, because if you lost Death at that point, you would have been out of the running for quite a while. But QuinnSomniac does pick up the round. So you get to see another one here. Whoa, max range right there on that 2-2H. Ooh, ends up on the other side as well. Blue not blocking.
Fully out. We're gonna be sitting here for a while.
They ran out. Now Blue has so much time to make back this life lead. Really does need to get a hit that counts. Nice tech on the throw right there. That's a good counter hit though. You gonna cash out?
There's a natural frame trap there. I still think the swing can happen in anyone's favor, but Blue sorts it.
Yeah, with just the 1 BP for Quinn, that throw did so much more damage, and yeah. I wasn't even expecting to die on that throw either.
Quinn might be swapping off. The Cagliostro.
Ooh. All right. You know, not too surprising, I feel. There is a lot of Nier players that, you know, with the change, it feels a little awkward. You might want to like try other characters, see how it feels. Maybe certain matchups just don't feel right. So Picking the CAG is an interesting choice, and I'm willing to see how it plays out.
I can kind of see it as a... If you're jumping ship from Nier, who had pretty solid screen control, going to Cagliostro is a pretty good fit. You have strong neutral tools, you have Lamau H. Funniest button in the game, uh-oh!
Yeah, still have to hold that pressure even after the Raging Strike. Look at that damage on the throw, just needs one more touch. There it is with that JU, baiting out the throw.
I haven't even seen Blue use the U follow-up to the charge. As invuln is a pretty good bait as well, and falls up out of H Rat Race like pretty much any other projectile or explosion, or heavy normal even. There's the sweep.
There we go. Yeah, this is kind of why I like the CAG pick a good amount, because she can generally zone out as well, but Eustace having the CQC into the low does get rid of the traps and gives a really easy way to get in like this.
We're just kind of setting up traps, and it doesn't matter that the traps are on the ground. Eustace is going to be able to out-zone you, and Calculated isn't quite fast enough to deal with it. You probably end up getting shot out of Calculated. The teleport though into Super.
Get rid of all those BP. Blue now with no amount of guard cancel to get out of pressure. Let's see. The other trap? No!
Good interrupt! Ah!
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. It's a little awkward to go and dodge that one. That's going to be Blue taking it 2-0 over QuinnSomniac. So, honestly, pretty good showing for Blue. Was really calm during that. Just, you know, made some really good ways in with the Eustace, especially on the CAG, just showing it's like, okay, I know how to get through those traps. It doesn't really matter. When it comes to zoning, I got the advantage. If I need to get in, I'm still good.
I remember that Merp made a thread about how to deal with a Cagliostro, or someone did, about how to deal with Cagliostro if traps are on the ground. Like it was Merp that said he doesn't like to sit behind his traps in neutral, and he made a giant thread detailing every single reason why, and the entire thread was just a picture of everyone's 6-6M.
Yeah.
And so
most
like
6-6Ms are low, so you can just get around a lot of those traps for that reason.
And there's the 6-6M, but Eustace also has CQC. The light version of CQC into the low ender is actually a really good quick call out tool if your opponent isn't, you know, blocking lows and watching their toes. So that's actually a really solid tool as well against CAG.
Yeah, for sure.
So good stuff to the both of them. We're gonna be moving on up. What we got up next?
Ooh, PPMAN versus Lucy. As fun as the name is always to say,
I'm never gonna get over it.
It's never.
Never.
But even still, a great player to watch. Honestly, one of my favorites out there. Playing on Ferry. Of all characters, I love Ferry. She's so cool. Even after what the patch everyone thought was quite a big nerf, I think quite a few people are now realizing that some of the new stuff that she got is actually pretty nice and actually very helpful.
Her screen control with side switching is pretty unparalleled. I don't know any other character that has that kind of power to like instantly turn just an errant poke into immediate corner pressure or to get you out of your comfort zone. So I think, yeah, Ferry has a lot of stuff that just is underexplored in this version, if only because, you know, we had characters like Nier, like Siegfried, like Six, like literally any of the top tiers, like Belial now, that just don't have to play that kind of game. They don't have to work as hard. They don't have to be so thoughtful about their normals. Every button is a giant commitment on Ferry.
Yeah, it is quite the commitment, and especially considering she doesn't really have the best of anti-airs, really. Like, the best anti-air I think she now has is just going for, like, MDP and just pushing them back so that way she can reset spacing. But that really doesn't net her too much, so it really does come down to she has to really be good with her pokes in neutral. But once she gets that, I think the reward that she gets is actually still really amazing. However, though, we're going to be seeing Ferry versus Versusia, and I don't really feel like this is going to be the best of matchups for Ferry because Versusia has so many moves like that, just
Jump
really
scares.
fast moving. Yeah, jump scare. She has like the pillar that can just catch out anywhere on the screen, really. So it does feel kind of difficult. Plus, Versusia has a bunch of plus frames in her kit that just might make it a pretty hard task for PPMAN to like get out on defense.
You were mentioning that, but things like the H pillar, like the jump scare, are very committal tools that make up a lot of Versusia's neutral. So if you spend that willy-nilly and you don't actually get anything out of it, then you're kind of down and out, whereas a character like Ferry will still be able to like contest. You're not going to be throwing out, 236L or M in neutral like that against a character like Versusia. So I think that if Lucy ends up getting more crazy and committal with her options, that it could turn out pretty bad. Obviously, didn't this round takes the first one, but I don't think this is as bad as for Ferry as it might appear on paper. It's just like any Ferry matchup, it's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of effort.
Yeah, the main thing about Ferry, compared to a lot of other characters' committal options, is that it doesn't have cooldowns. Like, Ferry will constantly be able to poke you at a range with just her normals, so she has a lot more uptime for stuff like that. And oh my goodness, actually catches with the H lasso. Gonna be going into the super as well. Gets a GG setup.
Yeah.
Oh, just gonna get the combo as well. My goodness, that's so much.
And the DP out. Good move from Lucy. Gets her pressure going. Corner throws.
Yeah, has to make up that life difference, and working so far with the strike throw pressure, but even now, PPMAN still with a bit of a life lead.
Good
But
roll.
not anymore. This should be a kill. Has SSBA available. There we go. Yeah.
You don't even get to see the full animation. Just takes it clean.
Yeah, that is another one of those big things. Versusia, if they catch you in the corner, you are taking insane amounts of damage.
She's
That
a
is-
lot like 6 in that way, where like she cycles her cooldown so effortlessly in the corner that it's not even like a concern.
Yeah, because she can use so many of those cooldowns, it really doesn't even matter like which order she goes with. She'll probably still find a way to like cycle through. But it's also going to be one of the bigger problems with this matchup, I feel. Ferry kind of kills you with 1,000 touches, but Versusia, it's like they get 2 good hits, you're out. So it really comes down to like, you have to be able to just get in as many times as possible with Ferry, or just kind of accept your death.
The other major thing that Lucy probably knows about, but I am scared whenever I see any character throw out an ultimate skill against Versusia, because that super will punish any ultimate flash. Like, just any. On reaction, instant simple super, and you're punishing full screen. And so, even at these extreme ranges, Ferry's not super safe if Lucy has the reactions. Super's off the board now.
Doesn't anti-air or anything, just kind of waiting it out there. We get caught by the 6XL. Even though she's a little bit slower, the 6XL momentum still really works out. And this should be a kill for Lucy. There we go. Set point.
Unfortunately, that 5U Celestial Dominion is plus on block. You have to respect it if it throws out, because, I mean, why wouldn't it be plus on block? It's a massive resource. You give up so much good tools in neutral to get plus frames on, like, pushing in. It makes sense to me, anyway.
I mean, in all reality, I look at this character, I'm like, you are 90% plus frames.
That is also incredibly true.
But now, still kind of getting zoned out. Doesn't really have any opportunities. Tried to go for the 236H, but getting caught out. Still waiting.
And Blue shimmies. Strong patience from Lucy pushing her way out. GG coming in. Uh-oh. Doesn't
Yeah,
get
that's
the
not going to
punish.
punish. There we go. Still gets the corner. Now we should
Knockout.
see a setup. Yep.
Ooh, instant overhead. PPMAN should be on the board with this.
There we
Yes.
go. That's a round. A lot better control once they were able to get Lucy into that corner.
And I think PPMAN also is realizing what he's dealing with now. And that means playing a character that already kind of wants to grind everything to a halt and grinding it down even more. Like, the most patient play has to come out from PPMAN here to actually deal with any of these jump scares coming in from Lucy. It's our throw. Going back to full screen pokes. Dashing in. Lucy gets a hit but doesn't firm off of it.
There we go. Still trying to stay safe, but not quite. Yeah, those ranges for Ferry still working out nicely.
Some GG.
I really haven't seen too much of the orb either. Just kind of move back, just kind of play around with the spacing for PPMAN, but you see, not really throwing them out much.
I don't think Orb does a ton for Versusia in this matchup, if only because if you use it to create spacing, then you're going to be back at full screen anyway. It's kind of where Ferry wants you to be at, is hanging out at a longer range.
That is true. But I mean, if you did get the stock prior, if they block it, you still get plus frames and you get to go in from full screen. So I think there's still merit to use it.
For sure, and hopefully we see Lucy take that adaptation in mind. PPMAN taking that second game tied up. Uh-oh. PPMAN trying to go for the break there, but gets the Raging Strike. I forgot the term for a second. I think he was trying to, Brave counter, got Raging Strike, and allowed Lucy to just steamroll the rest of that game. Final round potentially for Lucy, which is the biggest memed button in this patch so far. To have any sort of skill play coming in from Fairies.
There we go. Sell. Yeah, you still have to worry about both the light buttons from Versusia. Both of them are plus. Ooh, there we go. Little counter hit. Doesn't get too much out of it though.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that pillar really does make a hinder to calling out GG. This is gonna be a good amount of damage as well. I don't know if you catch out though.
No, tried going for a setup, but I think combo limit there. Gets a throw with one more. Ooh, yes, third
one
time.
More hit.
Now we're
Chip
gonna
is
get
available as well. There we go with the U orb. Catching out the same timing for PPMAN wanting to go with GG. That's going to be Lucy taking it 2-1 over PPMAN. Doing really well throughout the set. Just, making some good adaptations. Just constantly getting closer and closer to PPMAN. Just not letting them really be able to push out at those ranges. And just, really good rushdown, surprisingly, from a character that's meant to be quite slow. But once again, the momentum that you get from the dash moves actually really does help for even a slower character.
And we'll have to see how Lucy and her Versusia goes against Xerom next round. We'll have that one off stream, but hopefully Lucy can put up a fight against Xerom as we head down to Nothing versus Inochi. We're going to be seeing Nier one more time. And I want to say, who does Nothing play?
Ladvia most of the time, but has also been picking up Charlotta recently for matches that they feel that Ladvia doesn't really work in. So we might actually get to see the Charlotta pick. I'm not sure how comfortable they are with it. I think they're still kind of like judging whether Charlotta is worth it or not, but has so far been testing around with it.
And I think probably one of the strongest Nier still is Inochi's continue to put in work for her wife. I think she's one of the few Niers remaining that like really gets what you're supposed to do with this character adapted to the remakes, the rework in a way that allowed her to keep playing. And we are seeing the Charlotta instead of the Ladvia. A lot of Charlotta talk lately. I know folks were talking about There's a lot of Charlottas. It's hard to get into the Grandmaster ranks because like, a lot of players are trying to stand out.
Oh boy. Already a few throws. Gets around the UDP. Great spot dodge. Oh no! Wasn't able to fully confirm. However, has a ton of meters to really work with.
Being on chip kill here. Yes. The quick and violent round coming in from Inochi. Showing that this character's still strong. It's just not, you know, hilariously easy strong.
Yeah. She is definitely a more difficult character now, fitting of a title like a puppet character.
Mm-hmm.
Still can do so much work. Nice catch right there with the low. How much damage can you really get out of this? Doesn't have full meter or anything, but still a good amount. Plus, with those 5 U's, going to be getting death back faster, but nothing. Still taking their opportunity. Not going to be able to get the corner quite yet.
Spending all of that butter on ultimate skills. It's working out for Inochi so far, and Far H the God. Here's that first game for Inochi.
Yeah, very, very nice. And now we're seeing possibly a switch for nothing. Possibly wants to go back to the Ladvia. Yeah, see the Grandmaster change, and that's going to be the Ladvia. Let's see.
Yeah, this still feels like an uphill battle most of the time when it comes to Ladvia. Especially with... You gave a game kind of away going with your sub. Instead of going with your main, not feeling your main, going to your sub then to feel like, oh, maybe this is something.
I mean, there is merit to have, like you had. Like, you can say that it's just like, I want to make sure that I can have some amount of games in a tournament set with my sub so I can get them feeling good. But even still, gonna have to, once again, as you said, try to work on this uphill battle with the Ladvia. Already, both players with so little BP. Finds the hit with the lariat, can't quite make it out. Okay, Inochi has an opportunity, but doesn't have much health or resources, really. Every time they use a special, they're going to be losing another point.
Yeah, Inochi grabbed nothing out of his SPD there, but obviously nothing is far more comfortable on this character now. I feel like this might be a shock to the system for Inochi, having to be slowed down this much by Ladvia of all characters.
Yeah, it is definitely not what you've come to expect, but even still. This is a really dangerous point. Yeah, very good knowledge right there to go for the jump.
Whoa, super out of range?
But
yeah, I was going to say, Death was out on the screen, didn't come out in front of Nier. Cashing out with a super of her own.
Alright, some good damage for nothing. Finds the 6XL hit. Not going to be able to kill, but even still, this is probably going to be one more touch right after this. SPD, I don't think will kill. Am I wrong?
Well,
I'm wrong.
it's okay, we all make mistakes.
But nothing didn't make the mistake there. Going to be going up 1-1. Let's see if they can continue on with the Ladvia, or if Inochi will adapt to it. We already did see some good jump outs for Inochi, showing that they can understand where nothing wants to go for these SPDs.
And Nier's toolkit is still rather strong. 214H is still a great jump scare of a move, leads into strong damage, OP situations. All DP's out. Rare to see that move come out pretty much ever anymore.
Yeah, you do have to use it now because you don't want to spend all your BP. Nier still heavily relies on that BP, and my goodness, the guard cancel not working to hit death. Now, oh, little run under right there for Inochi.
Okay, was grimy as hell, and this ought to be able to do it if we cash out.
Doesn't even need to, just runs through, gets that close H. Inochi, one round away from moving on. See. 6XL, nothing works out. Now we're going to the corner. This is not where you want to be when you're up against a grappler. And yeah, that's a counter hit to start things off. You really do here. Doesn't have enough meter for DP either.
has to hold on to, Brave counter out. I feel like if nothing could have read that, there was... Inochi wanted to get out of that situation desperately. Didn't have Nier. You had to have seen that Brave counter out. We're just trading it like candy here. Oh my god, they're both gone.
Yeah, it's completely out. Inochi does have 100 meter. Can get this to work. Goes for the SSBA. Gonna be doing so much damage. 0 BP with the full animation as well. Not quite death, but just a little bit more. There's the 6XM to get the last hit that Inochi needed. Inochi going 2-1 over nothing. My goodness. Amazing, amazing play at the end there. Playing really nicely, both aggressively and defensively. Honestly, like, we saw how many Brave counters came through at that, like, end point. Just constantly spending them, knowing that they need to get their turn back. And with how much meter that they had, it really only needed just one good hit in order to really change up the entire match. So, amazing play right there.
And unfortunately, I do got to say, we have some upsets to talk about.
We got more that just came through.
Oh, God.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lucy sent Xerom to losers. Which,
Whoa! Really?
Yeah. Which I would say is definitely an upset. And then I believe I already told you guys Dragalia beat Salts, which is a pretty sizable upset as well.
Salts did win last times against Artorias, I believe it was. No, it was Coach Steve that got second.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
And
I mean, Salts
I have a
has been
third
showing
upsetting
off.
thing to say.
Oh?
I am taking a look-see here at our Matcherino. I still see 40 codes unclaimed, people.
Oh my goodness.
Shouts
How
to
do we
Lucas
sell so
W, though,
many?
for donating some money, a crisp $5 bill. But come on, people. Exclamation point, Matcherino in the chat. Redeem these codes. Get our folks some money.
Yeah, it only takes a few seconds. Just hit the button, sign into any of your socials. It's done. That's all it takes. Like 3 seconds tops. So please, please do get those done. I know we shouted out quite a bit, but that's just how important it really is. So please help us out a bit. Help the gamers. And it's all good afterwards. But thank you once again for the little donation. If you want to be like them, show up on those top contributors, then you can go and donate some money yourself as well. It's always a possibility. If we do hit some of our other stretch goals, like 150, we will get a top 4 payout. 320, we have top 6. 660 is top 8. It seems very far away, but we've hit it many times before. So please do consider that. But yeah.
If you want immaculate hair, either facial or otherwise, like me, I got this by using my Matcherino code. Use your Matcherino code and you'll have a great hair day. That's the sell I'm doing today.
Lies. Dude, I'm still bald, and I claim Matcherino
Yeah,
codes
so am
every
I.
week.
I'm balding. It sucks. It all came down here.
Sorry, the hat reveal. It felt like some movie villain thing. It's like, so am I.
Yeah, I
You do not know the pain I've been
suit
through.
and reveal a fully bald Curry underneath. Underneath that is gonna be like Michael Jordan from Space Jam or something. All that yapping is gonna bring us over to Master Yapper character himself, Lowain, versus KemoEnjoyer on the Yuel. Okay, we're gonna have the
Still can't
the
get over
creature
fact
La
that you said it
Creatura.
was Michael Jordan from Space Jam specifically.
Yeah, because doesn't that happen in Space Jam? He like unzips the suit.
so.
Yeah,
I think so.
or the girl from SpongeBob. Fine, that's fine. Either way, we're getting straight away into this. You'll starting a pressure. This is a fairly weird looking matchup. If only because Lowain, we don't see a ton of shouts to Salt Prophet holding down the character up in Canada. Pour one out for my Canadian homies who can't play the game right now or any Arc Sys game right now.
Yeah, some weird things with the server over there. But yeah, it is a bit of a weirder matchup, but not a bad matchup for Yuel whatsoever.
No, I feel like
It's not really. Ooh, that was gonna be a tricky left-right, but yeah, gets the HPA cashing out immediately. Gucci Now with the 0 BP as well. Oh my goodness, the 66M actually going around. I think that's actually the 66H going around her far M. Not what I was expecting, but yeah, that button does not actually hit as high as the animation makes it seem.
KemoEnjoyer is sort of running around, sliding around like it's a pool party or something. Ooh, out of range. A character with longer normals would have been able to punish that raw raging strike, but unfortunately, Lowain don't got that kind of thing.
There we go, that's punishable.
Cash out here.
Yeah, that could be the
Overhead.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be one of those things. Unfortunately. Oh, okay, that should be another kill.
I appreciate what Kemo was trying to go for there. I think they were expecting GucciBluntWrap to BC the 22H, and instead just went for a simple punish after the block. So good recognition from Gucci there.
Ooh, tried to poke out just to see about catching the run up for Kemo, but she's just a little late. Now put in this corner. Nice block. No punish though.
Ooh, good punish on the corn.
Oh, no punish again! It's -6. You gotta punish it.
That's what Kemo gets for trying to eat the corn the long way. Yo, 66H putting in work. This ought to be able to do it.
Yeah, and there we go. Kemo taking the first game. Have to have a little bit of bias. Gucci, come on, please. Please. Do it, I swear.
No, I want the homies to win.
That is my homie.
Ah, shoot, you're right. Char's going for the manual.
Nice.
Ooh,
And does get the confirm.
I didn't know that was a confirm off of the counter hit.
Yeah,
so
it only works on counter hit,
right,
but it's still some pretty good damage. Not as much as it used to be. And yeah, that flame wheel doesn't matter if she doesn't backflip at all. It's probably gonna catch.
It's real unfortunate we're seeing Kemo resort to such dastardly means as zoning and pressing 5U to get food up instead of engaging in the fighting game. Oh man, it's playing Cookie Mama.
Such a dastardly deed.
I mean, it's always nice to see this character be more than press 5U, press 22X, some of the boys eat hot chip live. It's always nice to see a more active Lowain come in.
Actually unfortunate. Was able to get the counter hit close heavy, but didn't get the 2-2M to connect. Got 2 hits to the close heavy.
Good interrupt there.
Yeah, nice. She's not ready to dodge the parry.
Confirms into something more significant.
Yeah, this will be pretty nice.
Into super.
Try to cash out. We don't have the 2-2H. Yeah, unfortunate. Just need a slight bit more time.
Oh, gets
caught by the missiles.
The side switch. Oh, caught Gucci pressing buttons.
Wanted to press because they thought it was a pretty bad drop there, but instead it was a safe drop. Kemo takes it 2-0 over GucciBluntWrap in another upset for tonight. My goodness.
Speaking of some upsets, go ahead and mention some before we get into our next game. We got Vanitas getting knocked into loser's side.
Really?
Tang got knocked out by Yozamitsu, so we're going to be seeing Yozamitsu up against Artorias in our quarterfinals. So yeah, I mean, that was...
Oh my goodness, I just saw another one.
Okay.
Coach Steve sent down to losers by BlueMotion.
Dude, BlueMotion has been just like assassinating people. I don't know what's happening. Sorry to interject, but I've been watching that. I didn't really recognize the names. So yeah, they've beat Coach Steve. I
think it was Tempo Grease. They also beat
Eddie Franco. Yeah.
That's the one thing I always like about WASD Open is how violent things are.
It's very. Every time we get some pretty interesting matches and some really, really strong upsets. And it's not to say like our players are just inconsistent or anything or the game is volatile. It really just comes down to the level of competition that we have by week is so high that it's like, if you're not on your A game, you will be out very fast.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking down loser side and we're seeing Uber Cheesecake get knocked out. Good Ladvia player. Insa got knocked out. QuinnSomniac's out.
Yeah.
A lot of folks are falling left and right, but someone's got to go into. Someone's got to be 1 and 2. Much love to all of our players who actually, you know, play the game and participate in these tournaments. You know what, really you can participate in. Oh no, you go for it. You do the sell. We have the same brainwave.
Losers is a shark pit, so it's gonna be way more entertaining if we can also make it worth their while. So we do have that match arena that we can get some more money into. We still have 34 codes. If y'all just head on over to the link that's in the chat, sign into any of your socials, claim a code. It puts free money into the pot. You can also consider doing any of the sponsor quests that puts in just a little bit more money. Some of them are extremely easy, like subscribing to Match Arena and such, you know, puts in an extra, I think it was like 40 cents into the pot. So that's a good amount considering the normal 25 cents as well. If you want to donate, we do have some stretch goals. If we get to that 150, we do get a top 4 payout and we get to pay out even more players. So please do consider that as well.
For sure. And we're going to be setting up for Yoru versus Insurgent. Ooh. More Eustace gameplay and one of our more prominent 2B players out here.
Now, I don't think I've seen Insurgent before. So this is going to be like a first time for me. It's actually very interesting to see a Grandmaster Eustace as well. Going to be pretty nice. Get to see what the top of the top Eustace players are doing, you know?
Yeah, and last time in Open 35, he got 5th, so he's been doing real solid in a lot of his tournaments so far. So it'll be exciting to see what else Insurgent can pull out against 2B.
I wonder how they also play things, because Eustace can have so many different types of play styles. Seems so far that they really do like to be aggressive. Ooh, nice catch with the orbs. You're getting a good amount of corner carry with that.
Strong pressure. Ooh, 5L's out.
There we go. Insurgent trying to mash a little bit, see about if they can just take their opportunities, but my goodness, Yoru already being so fast trying to get a bunch of these throws. That's a good hit. Can build the meter, can you? Not quite.
It was going to be down to a one-hit situation in most cases. Insurgent, a little bit of energy back. Sniped
Great
out with
ultimate.
the ult. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and still gets the rat race. Oh my goodness, actually gets caught with that too.
It's gotta be it.
Was that air unblockable? They blocked the orb but got hit by the rat race. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe. I think that might have been the case.
I think so. Very interesting. That might actually be a really good way to fight this matchup as well. 2B, one of the best characters when it comes to being in the air, has a double jump, has a float, so some of the most amount of like things they can do in the air. If you can tell 2B to just sit down on the ground for a while, that's a really good thing to have. But so far, Yoru not disturbed by anything. He's getting so much damage back into this corner again. Needs one more hit.
Goes for plus frames instead. Cross up, doesn't trade anything for the DP. Just say, earlier when we saw Pod B, that 236N come out, that is actually -4 at worst, neutral on at best. So like that's not necessarily something that you can press your turn at, depending on the range that 2B's at.
Also partly depends on the range of the characters you're fighting. Okay, once again, just trying to get those plus frames, but a good counter hit for Yoru. Making sure to press at these spots that they're thinking Insurgent wants to go for these pressure resets. That is one of the things about Eustace, I feel. Just constantly wants to go for these little pressure resets because their cooldowns kind of feel a little long.
Mm-hmm.
There we go into the super. Should be a kill with 0 BP as well.
Yep. 3 shots, all it needs.
And that's going to be Yoru taking game number 1.
Now, I wonder what Insurgent can do to sort of reflect and deal better with this 2B. I think going for a lot of the tricky resets that Eustace can kind of pull out of nowhere with Rat Race or, you know, CQC, any sort of movement, might not be the best spot, because any sort of quick hit from 2B leads into at least a knockdown, leads into her Oki.
Oh my goodness, yeah, still getting caught here. The corner once again.
Out with the H-Ender. Run up throw, are we to see it one more time?
Yeah.
For that flashing assault auto combo. It's the H-Rat race up. Tries to keep it safe with the U follow-up. Keep going. Has to end his turn with that flashbang. Ooh, big JH there. Almost clipped Insurgent, but I'm liking his defense so far, but still got opened up by Yoru's offense.
Yeah. Insurgent has stopped pressing a good amount of times, has been realizing that Yoru has been doing a lot of like these little frame traps just because of their far L. But now they're starting to like just try to watch, but it means Yoru's getting so many more opportunities for stuff like this, getting some more throws. Yeah, gonna have to start teching them late techs.
Piling on damage, gets the confirm off the H-shot.
Go another rat race. That caught like that?
Doesn't get the full follow-up though. Ooh! This is a hesitant situation there. Ult grenade out.
Yeah, just the BC to get around. Again, good patience. Oh, yeah, just
Caught
the
out.
sidestep, though. That's going to be getting caught, and that should be a kill for Yoru Sensei. Going to be taking it 2-0 over Insurgent. Very, very nice. All in all, Yoru still showing 2B is a force to be reckoned with. This character, if you're not ready for, they will just ruin your run, it feels. I know a lot of people feel like this character is not necessarily playing the same type of Granblue, but really, it just goes to show, just like, you have to be ready to adapt to a lot of different things that you're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even players at some of the highest calibers, it can just be a really weird thing just to, like, make sense of. So, great job for Yoru to be playing to that little bit more random and just, you know, way of just showing it's like, I can make you really start to wonder what this game even wants you to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's really honestly the biggest issue with 2B. I don't think she's the strongest character. It's just that she forces you to play a completely different kind of game. And when you're used to how violent Granblue can be, having to adjust your styles, your patterns, just really your entire approach with normals and specials kind of hurts. And so if you're not ready for it, then I don't know what to say. You get knocked out into losers. As we go ahead and gonna be seeing Artorias versus Yozamitsu over in our, I believe this is quarterfinals now.
Yeah, we're pretty far into our bracket. Things have been going pretty nice.
And
Also getting to see things like our loser side, in which, my goodness, there are some amazing matches also going down there that I'm just thinking, I kind of wish we got to see, but at the same time, it's
we got a boat to steer.
yeah. I'm now noticing, oh my goodness.
Artorias did knock out Inochi 2-0. So
Yeah,
that's why we're
and
seeing him now.
Inochi's actually out.
What? Who?
PPMAN beat Inochi 2-0.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm noticing. Right now we have Coach Steve versus CharChar in losers.
Xerom is
CharChar
messing?
still making the run with the bongos right now. But if Steve was to win that, it would be Steve versus Gucci. Seed 4 and 5 going on for not even trying to get into losers top 8.
That's
As well, that's the homie kill.
oh no!
That's the bad unfortunate.
That's actually the most tragic part. Forget about the seeding. The homie kill?
Mhm.
No! Come on!
Yeah.
Not the homie kill.
That'd be mad unfortunate, but at the same time, I'd have to go back to Steve's stream. I need to see what Gucci would do. But yeah, we got quite a few players in the loser side. I just realized Junior Jam is in losers. Who the heck sent Junior Jam to losers?
I'm gonna be
Burgerito?
honest. I don't know that name off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
I've heard the name a few times, but I don't think I've seen them cook like this.
There.
Huh?
They got, yeah, it looks like they got second at the last draw, number 2. They got 5th at Curbio Dreamland. So,
Dang.
hey, they're cooking.
Yeah, they are definitely cooking. Gonna be facing against Lucy in one of our next few games. But as well, whoever wins from that one will have to face against BlueMotion. And once again, that's a name that we've just been seeing cook. After BlueMotion took out Steve, they took out Kenmo. Like, my goodness,
Nutty.
these matches are insane. All right. So, as we are waiting for Artorias and Yoza, I do want to mention after these next 2 sets, we are going to be taking a small break as we go into top 8. Just a small, like, quick 5-minute break. Lets us, get something to drink, take a little break, and let losers catch up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it won't be for too long. For now, we're still just waiting on our players to get in. Not fully assigned on where they are, but even still, like, things come up every now and again. Sometimes you just need to take a little break, possibly just grab some water.
Hey, every once in a while, you gotta take a bio break. It just happens. We're gamers.
Mm-hmm. We're human.
We are here. Unfortunately, human.
That's sad.
Unless you're... Yoza plays 2B as well, right?
I think Yoza does play 2BS.
Outside of Yoru and Yoza, who are androids, no, they don't.
Mhm.
Everyone else, all of us humans, yeah, we gotta take care of ourselves. Just like how you need to be taking care of redeeming these Matcherino codes. Come on, we are at 32 remaining out of 50 people. We appreciate everyone who's jumped in so far, but we keep pushing. We can maybe see all 50 redeemed by the end of the night. Artorias was doing his part, contributing with the code.
Mhm.
So, do your part as well.
Oh, and I was also informed by Anu in chat. Yoza plays Narmaya.
Narmaya, okay.
I couldn't remember. I was thinking it was either 2B or Narmaya, but yeah, that was a little mishap in my brain.
I mean,
So, yeah.
to be fair, it's easy to confuse 2B and Narmaya a little bit. Both use, katanas. Both are popular with a subset of people. I'm not going to elaborate any further about that. If you know, you know. If you don't, then don't worry about it.
Yoza's having a keyboard issue, so he's just having a little bit of trouble entering the keyword. But they will they'll be in a moment.
That is totally fair.
I think you could probably open up the virtual keyboard somehow at that
That
point.
sounds like pain.
I mean, yes, but I mean, it's a possibility. Yeah. That is, for a moment, I was thinking that you were going to say, like, they play on keyboard, so it's like, oh, it's going to be a bit weird. It's like, oh, just entering the keyword. That's not what exactly I was expecting, but okay.
Well, no, they play on a separate gamer-only keyboard.
That's true, I guess.
That like, removed all, all these keycap things. Removed all of them except the ones they need. It's like a makeshift mix box.
Mhm.
That's to the right arrow key. That was my... the one I just pulled off there for demonstrational purposes.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, every time I just see someone just like take off all the keycaps, like, and just leave a few of them, I call that like the pinhead. Like, you know, like the horror movie guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Just a bunch of nails in his head. That's what it looks like to me every time.
Shoutouts to Clive Barker. I think shoutouts to Clive Barker. I don't think he's an awful guy. I'm not sure though. But shoutouts to Hellraiser at the minimum.
That's a sad thing when you have to say. It's like, I think he's a good guy.
I think he's a good guy.
Like, man, do we really need to do that much research now?
It's unfortunate, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
you do it for good reasons.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We don't allow any of that nonsense here or anywhere. At least we shouldn't. Finally, Yoza joins the lobby. We're able to get underway. Siegfried versus Narmaya. I am a real big fan of Siegfried this patch. I think
Really?
yeah, no, I think he's still like incredibly solid. He just has to like play the game now. He doesn't get free neutral skips. He doesn't get to just like own the screen with, 236H.
I think this character is actually extremely strong. Maybe overshadowed by characters like Belial.
Oh,
But even still has so much going for him, and if you can play at a really good fundamental level, like this character just still feels just as dominating as before.
Especially, Siegfried has everything you want in a strong character in this game. High damage, strong pokes, long pokes, great confirms, beautiful buttons. Getting all of that together creates a character that lets Artorias take that first round.
Yeah, I mean, still has an extremely strong fireball as well, so some great reset points. So just a lot of stuff they could work with. But right now, we're gonna be looking more at Yoza and what they can work with in this corner.
A lot of counter hits. Gotta remember that in Free Flutter that those buttons are Omega Plus. You can't just press as you would on the standard, the first form with Narmaya.
Yeah, it does have the two different forms, the Genji and Kagura stances.
Forgive me for using the English names. I forgot.
Yes. We play in Japanese here. Haven't you heard the voices?
I mean, I do too. I just
Mine are in English.
Are they really?
Yeah.
fair. Just as fair as Artorias securing that kill. Quick first game. Didn't get much of a time to see what Yoza can do. I think he's just getting brawled in right now by Artorias.
Ooh, there's the DP. Might start seeing more of those like that. Little DP war.
I get a little bit crazy.
Attacking this corner, Artorias. Oh my goodness, okay. Sees the immensely plus fireball and decides, yeah, this is a good time to attack. And it worked.
No one expects it. No, it's like
Why would they?
No one expects it.
Plus.
Ooh, good confirm. Has SSBA. Probably could just confirm straight away into it.
There you go. Gonna be so much damage right there. That's gonna be a kill for Yoza. Okay. Now they're kind of showing up. It's like, okay, I just need to be a bit more aggressive with my defense, DP a bit more, brave counter a bit more, just get around that, and now you can start showing off what they can do, getting around the bar M as well. However,
Great confirm there.
yeah,
Just want
That's
any
what
of
you
it
wanna
though.
big whip.
That 2-1-4 series on Siegfried is just such a monstrous button. Great little poke, calls out, hits like a train.
Yeah, that is one of the bigger things. It hits like a train. Like, it's one of those scary things you have to watch out for. My goodness, wanted to be C, but still gets hit with the fireball.
Good response.
Does that kill?
Yes,
Wait,
it does.
Oh my
Full-
goodness, it
full
does get the
animation.
animation too.
What a confirm from Artorias there.
I didn't think that would get the animation.
I mean, that is what you got to do against Narmaya, is if they're going to go for that, the pinwheel like air pinwheel, you gotta meet them in the air. It doesn't come out that fast.
It does come out pretty fast if they're doing the air version, but like if they're doing it from the ground, you do have some amount of time to react. It is fairly difficult though. You really do have to make a pretty good read on it.
But Artorias is just like that, just that goated. Tries to push out of dash pressure from Yoza there. Trading BCs. Oh no, Artorias, what are you doing pressing buttons like that? Straight into super, knock out some of that. Diamonds on the screen.
Just one left, gonna be taking an extra 10% damage. Yoza still taking their turn, nice throw. Just one more and get things done. Plus frames, there's the Callisto. Okay, just go for that 2U into the SSBA. Plus the side swap, that is one of the biggest things about this super, is the side swap. Now in a great position. Still, Yoza taking their opportunities. The Crescent Moon gets them on the other side.
That's it.
A couple of whiffs. Oh, those unfortunate whiffs right there. Costly for Yozamitsu, but we're going 2-0 for Artorias. Gonna be moving on even further.
I was really confused about Artorias in that last round there. Just kind of took a back burner, was playing real passive, but still managed to sneak out a win there. I was a little bit concerned there for a second that we might go to a game 3, but thankfully Artorias on the quick confirms off of you and what surely had to be the simple input for SSBA. Having that unlock is such an important skill in this game, especially with a character that has such fantastic SBAs like Siegfried. Like the moment they jump into the air, just do quarter circle skill and you anti-air them. It's so good. It's such a good reaction tool. So
now, there's something big that I have to mention. In the loser side,
oh god,
CharCharRealSmooth took out Coach Steve 2-1. On what we're still assuming to be on the DK bongos.
That's... I can't believe it. I want to see proof. You can't be that good on the bongos. Maybe, you know, I don't know CharChar in real life. Maybe he's a musician. Maybe he's just got that rhythm. He's got that funk. However you want to describe playing the bongos. Maybe he's just goated with it. Who knows? Maybe it's made.
I just gotta think. Char, how many times have you beaten Steve before? If that was like one of the first times you beat Steve, just stick to the bongos permanently.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's just the next hitbox where everyone just needs to switch on over to the bongos because those are obviously better.
Oh no, that's gross. Hate that.
that idea is not what you want to think about.
I don't want to go to Evo top 6 and see everyone playing on DK bongos because suddenly that's the big revelation. That's the next upgrade for humanity.
I would. That'd be amazing.
Forget cheater boxes. You want bongo boxes.
Oh my gosh, was that Sam and Max?
Of course it is. Gaming's favorite gay couple.
Let's go.
You love them. Go play Devil's Playhouse. It's a really good remaster.
It was a pretty fun game. But wait, really?
We're talking even more fun games on Anila?
I didn't. Okay, so that's who Burgerito plays? Okay.
Sure.
Not what I was expecting to see. But that does mean it was Anila versus Lowain to get here. That's a matchup you don't see every day. But now, another pretty rare matchup in general. Versusia versus Anila. This is gonna be interesting.
Now, here's the issue is that Lowain was too much of a simp for Anila, and Anila just went, hey, can I win? And they're like, yeah, yes, my queen, yes!
I mean, in all reality, when you're that fluffy, like, everyone wants to love on you, you know?
Just want to say real super quick before we get started with what's sure to be an interesting matchup. CharCharRealSmooth in chat saying Bongo Run is over. Knocked out probably by GucciBluntWrap.
Yeah.
So tragic. You know what? Because he admitted it, I do believe that you were playing on the DK bongos. You've made a believer out of me. It'll be... Up to Lucy or Burgerito to make me a believer in them as we head into the last game of our quarterfinals before our break.
Could be quite an interesting one. We don't get to see Anila almost at all, it feels. This character, a pretty nice all-arounder, but just not as much like damage as you'd want to see. Some of the hitbox, hurtbox ratios are not the best, but this character still can do quite a few good things. I'm wanting to see if they can really make it shine, but Lucy right now in the driver's seat. That is still such an interesting one because that hits combo limit and then goes again.
I think a lot of it for Anila comes down to this character is really meter hungry. A lot of her best routes come in with having access to at least 50 meter, if not a full stick of butter. And being an all-rounder in this game is fine, but that's not enough to get you over, right? You need some kind of like cutting-edge tool, and Anila just kind of plays it safe most of the time. Not to say she's bad, she's a real solid character. It's just that compared to the rest who can sort of fish out with stronger neutral tools, stronger this, stronger that, it's not enough to be kind of good at everything.
And plus, we do have a few other characters that are all-arounders that are just strictly better. Like, let's be honest, like, Belial is a very, very strong all-arounder, like, probably the strongest character in the game right now. And he's pretty much the all-arounder character that you'd want to play. But right now, Burgerito doing a pretty good job of just keeping Lucy in this corner. Nice safe jump right there, but the tech on the throw. Lucy getting an opportunity.
Dancing up, calls it out. Good spot dodge!
Yeah, that's the main place where I feel Lucy likes to go for spot dodges because...
Oh no! Range! Whoa! That normally never drops!
Can't believe it, and now we're getting the Buster Wool for the kill right here. Burgerito tying up the rounds.
That is so weird, but that normally works at like any range. That might have been just too slow on the input. Maybe I'm just misinformed. Who knows?
Yeah, I was not expecting that to happen.
Fading out with 66H. What a... Now that's an actual jump scare button. It's like, oh yeah, I'm good to press the button. Oh wait, no, full screen, launching, advancing normal. That will murder me and my family on like a counter hit.
Ooh, talking about counter hits, that's a pretty nice one for Burgerito.
No, my
Has
family!
Some meter as well. Should be able to cash out here. There we go.
One more swing. Ah, the shimmy. A proper Street Fighter shimmy, not even the Granblue shimmy.
Believe in victory.
Crazy.
Very, very nice right there. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty big jump in counter hit for Lucy. Maybe some good damage. Not too much though. But that's the main thing is we get that stock underway. Now,
there we are, big counter hit.
Yeah, it should be pretty nice. Get some really good corner carry too.
What a response with the SVA from Lucy. See, that's the thing. You have that thing on lock, fire it off, and it just goes through anything.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing is you lose all your meter, and I feel like Versusia is a character that really likes to use her ult skills.
It's an interesting dichotomy for sure between really strong ult skills or the reaction supers that can just call out anything. We're going to see Yuel of Barre cashing out here. Going to be close, but is it enough? Yes!
There we go.
It's close enough to the corner to get that far out.
My goodness, and great awareness on the routing. Just hit 50 meters for when they wanted to go for that ultimate work. Ooh, there we go. And once again, that 5U, once you have it stocked, really good as a combo tool as well. There we go. Safe spacing. Gets around the 2U as well. Stocks up again, and okay. Already, Burgerito showing off that they're pretty good at just being able to get these counter hits with that 66H.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good spacing tool. If you even think you get blown up for it, if not, then oh no, it's back to neutral, back to blocking. Cashing out a little bit here, holding on to some of our skills. See maybe a snipe with the cross up. Never mind, we're not seeing anything from Lucy.
All right, give him a safe jump. Yep. Throws gets thrown away with the BC, but still back at neutral.
Burning through a lot of her cooldowns. We're trading 3 times in a row! Yo!
Is that too fast? That's too fast. It's still a punish. There we go. Getting the full animation when there was already 0 pixels of health. Lucy tying up the games. The entire planet was destroyed for that. I can't believe it.
We died for sheep sins. Trying to rush our way in, and it's working out so far because Lucy just burning through EX skills like they're nothing.
Yeah, now with quite a few things on cooldown, it's going to be a bit harder to get out. Oh, the whiff throw, no punish though.
Big 6-6H.
Yeah, catching the pillar right there as well. Really nice. Do we cash out? Yeah, get rid of one of those other DPs. Does Lucy decide to use the last one for a guard cancel? I'm not sure.
I would think about it because scary situation, stagger pressure gets Burgerito that the 1 round he needs. Just needs 1 more to be moving into winter semis. Lucy not going down without a fight though. Just poking things out. Ending pressure with that 5U. Ooh! It's a strong confirm. Finally, Burgerito pulls out that DP. We haven't seen that come out much from him. It's nice to know that he remembers that he has it. It's kind of hard to remember that. If you condition yourself to not DP that, no, you still have it. You ought to use it sometimes.
There it is again. So that close heavy is like +5 and puts you in a really weird spacing. So that's a really normal place to go for those brave counters. And Lucy's so ready for it. Crashing out. Does not want to go for some of the ultimate skills to try to get the corner carry. Just wants to get as much damage and as many of those BP out of there as possible.
I'm really scared Lucy has a full stick of butter. Could probably DP out. No! The pillar!
The pillar. There we go. Final game, final round. Out of here alive. Not quite sure. Right now, just a little projectile war. Still playing pretty far back. I feel like Lucy wants to try to react to something. Wanted to go for it there with the pillar. Still has, yep. Just to go for the 2-1-4.
There we go. That's some good spacing with the 2-2H there coming into Lucy.
Yeah, kind of playing a bit more zoner-like, but now finally gets a good combo. Just catching them once going.
Getting a little bit aggressive here. I don't know how I feel about it. Might cost them. Pillar is up. Online scary. Ready to come down from the heavens, but no! A Bari 5L will do it!
There we go. Lucy gonna be making it up to our winners top 8. Going 2-1 over Burgerito. But my goodness, what a great showing for Burgerito with the Anila. Once again, a character we barely ever get to see. And really just kind of showing off this character is still pretty nice. Has some really great normals. Some good damage once you do have that meter, as you mentioned before. But even still, just kind of playing a really nice neutral game. A lot of just good meter build just by... yeah, playing at that footsie range, just constantly moving back and forth, it builds a ton of meter, especially considering people are not wanting to press on Anila too often. So it eventually became down to Lucy was like, I don't want to trade normals with you. I don't want to be in this type of spacing. I'm just going to try to go for some of these special moves that can keep me further away. And that really is what kind of sealed it, I feel.
Yeah, it's definitely what got her into winner's semis along with BlueMotion in our first winner's semis game. On the other side of our bracket there, it will be Artorias versus Dragalia. Knocking out Yoru Sensei. And we'll have to return to that after a quick commercial break. Stay tuned in. Don't leave. Get some water, but then come right back. I have my water here. I prepared. So we'll see you here in just a few minutes. Back with more Was the Open number 37.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again. Going to be making it on over to our top 8 for our WASD Open number 37. So let's see how things are going. The bracket has still been moving on. We're going to be going first with Artorias versus Dragalia, another person who got in with quite a few upsets coming through.
Yeah, took out CharChar, took out Salts, took out Yoru to get here. We are currently battling Xerom in our loser side bracket. Whoever Yoru beats will be facing Yozamitsu, who took out GucciBluntWrap in the prior round.
My homie, no.
I'm sorry, you got homie killed.
But even still, there's so many good games to be watching that I can't be too sad for too long.
And you know what else? There's so many good codes that still need to be claimed over on Matcherino. We got 28 to go, people. Make sure to contribute. Raise up that prize pool. Help get some folks paid out this evening over on the Matcherino.
It's super easy. Like, straight up, hit the claim code button, sign into anything. Twitter,
Anything.
Twitch, Discord, YouTube. Did you used to play Overwatch when it was good? There's battle.net.
You could sign in with Microsoft if you want.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, Microsoft. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You could sign in with Line if you have a Line account, if you're cool like that.
Or if
I'm
you're just
cool like
weird like
that.
me.
You ever just like sign in to Matcherino and you open up the raw JSON file? Because that's what just happened to me.
I've never had that happen, no.
Yeah, I know, it was weird.
Huh.
But all that and more can be yours to claim if you claim the codes in kind. At 27 to go as we enter our top 8 this evening. How are you doing, Koyo?
Also-
You having fun?
I'm having a ton of fun here.
That is
Like,
important.
honestly, it's always great getting to see some of these games, like, especially like for me, like, I mostly get to play just UL, so most of the time whenever I get to see other players get to play, I'm like, oh, this is an entire like new world that I'm not ready for, and like I'm also getting to see, it's like, maybe I can kind of incorporate certain things. I'm always having fun.
I hope everyone out there is having fun as well as we get started. Artorias kicking things off with the 6-6M. Boot to the face, but Dragalia turning in kind. Pressure. Ooh, 5L to interrupt. With a clash into throw. Artorias taking the turn. But Dragalia just pressing buttons, not thinking.
Also getting quite a few clashes. Oh, that was also another dangerous brave counter. Still, only just a throw. Dragalia can make it out, but not quite. Getting hit with that 2-2H. Artorias taking the first round.
You know, something I've noticed about Artorias' play, and this might just be me as a Siegfried player, but Artorias has never gone for 5U. Not in the games I've seen. The install is like fairly free, and it's a significant damage increase.
A lot of the time I feel like Artorias rather just takes some. Oh, nice DP bait right there for Artorias, getting a perfect 10
here-
number 1.
Here I am trying to like argue for the benefits of using 5U when this character has that kind of damage to begin with. You don't need it. It's just nice.
You don't really need it, and plus
No!
just having normal meaty Oki is probably better, and oh my goodness. Yeah, just going for the parry that early on. Artorias just wanting to show, no, I'm in your head. I'm gonna win this one. And it's up to Dragalia just to kind of get used to that. Nice. And getting the counter hit on that spot dodge right there.
I'm kind of scared Artorias might not be pressing 5U in game, but probably pressing 5U on his mental, going utterly nutty with it. Crazy play.
There we go, cross up. Okay.
Whoa,
Hey,
close.
yeah,
L
just
confirmed.
Smash there.
Yeah,
That's fine.
who
It works.
cares?
Oh, but a good
You're gonna die
flip
for this,
out
but who
for
cares?
Dragalia. All right, Artorias, you might need to slow down just a wee bit.
You know what? No. Here's the thing. If you're speeding, if you're going 80 and a 35, and the cops start chasing after you, the only way to avoid the cops is go even faster. Go even crazier. Don't actually do that. I am not a lawyer. This is not sound legal advice from anyone associated with Imperius Club. Koyo, myself, no one here
Yeah,
advertises going 120 and a 35. Anyway.
But even still, slow down a little bit just to try to see about playing some footsies. There we go, another Crescent Moon just going through into the SBA, getting rid of one more BP from Artorias.
This kind of health value is still scary for Dragalia. One bad guess, one bad decision would have spelled death for Dragalia, but thankfully Artorias decided to, you know, push the pedal down, go a little bit crazy, and Dragalia took advantage of that.
Yeah, in that situation, I fully expected Artorias to try to go for 2U into the SSBA, and that may have been what they went for, and got caught by the meaty post light.
Oh no, I think the brain worms are infecting Dragalia now. That was 2 pinwheels in a row. I think they're both going a little bit crazy with it.
Now Artorias is proving you wrong. There's the 5U.
Ah, he listened!
Oh, okay, I was about to say, if you got to confirm like that, I was going to cry.
The I am tonight part of the writers' room.
Oh no.
Hurts so much, doesn't get the full confirm.
Didn't quite get it.
No way! You did not boot her out of the sky! Oh my god!
That is one of those things that you can react to. It's a little difficult at times, but if you're just like waiting for something, yeah, you got it.
Good how this respects that 2U. Big 2H. Use the that's a new follow-up I think we got off this patch is if they're high enough and you do 2-2H, you can go into the command grab and get some really nice corner Ferry off of it.
Yeah. Oh, and going into the SBA as well. Look at that damage. Just going to be needing one more hit. Probably even throw right here.
Violence manifest for Artorias right now. Yo, okay, calm down. Yo, Dragalia! That was your turn! That was your chance!
It was your turn now. Still having to sit here just for a while. Chip is going to be available. That big swing. There's so much chip damage. Plus range.
Ooh, no!
Guard Crush with 0 BP. Wait a minute. What can we really do here? Not quite enough. Oh, and just finished with the ultimate DP from Artorias. Dragalia was close to turning it around there. But no.
Not a
Artorias
care.
takes it 2-1 to make it into winners finals.
Not a care in the world from Artorias.
I don't think Artorias has ever fully cared. It's like, I'll just win it somehow, you know?
Yeah, caution to the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Worked out for him, so hopefully we will see an equally crazy match to see between Lucy and BlueMotion. First time we're seeing BlueMotion all tournament. I'm really curious. Who has BlueMotion been knocking out? KemoEnjoyer, Coach Steve. Like, some big name players.
You know, it's actually funny because recently I've been going into the lobby a bit more often. I've been seeing BlueMotion around in there, like just a master player, and just like, I don't know who they exactly play, but I've just been seeing them around a ton. So I was like, oh, honestly, pretty interesting to see the name actually here now. And okay, it was Narmaya as well. We're seeing a lot of Narmaya tonight.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, BlueMotion's on Narmaya?
Seems so.
We have 3 Narmayas in
That's
top
insane.
8.
Hey, yo, top character now? Or top tier?
That's I know the character is good. She's just kind of unwieldy to like actually pilot.
Damn. Okay.
But, hey, I mean, I'd rather see 3 Narmayas than 3 Belials. I'll be honest. I'm just gonna say it. We haven't seen a single Belial tonight. It's been nice. We've been living. Hopefully Lucy doesn't give in to the demons and go with Belial. Sticks with Versusia. But we will have to wait and see. Get ready to sit on our cabinets of fate. I don't know if that's what we call them. I'm just calling them cabinets of fate tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a Fate episode in all reality.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, BlueMotion versus Lucy, Narmaya and Versusia most likely. So that's gonna be pretty interesting.
I actually don't think Narmaya struggles that much in like mid-range zoning. just because of how fast her Genji fireball is.
Mhm.
Like it's enough to like snipe out any sort of thought. Setsuna, yeah, light Setsuna starts up in 14 frames. The fastest projectile out of Versusia is like 18 with pillar, maybe
Oh my goodness.
orb.
But right now, we're going to be getting a little peek at how the bracket is faring. On our loser side, we do have Yozamitsu going to be facing off against Xerom. And then we also have Salt, who is currently waiting for the winner of Kemo and Iago. So, going to be pretty interesting there. We already have Dragalia down there after their match with Artorias. So, having quite a few matches that I think are going to be really, really nice.
Quick shout out to Burgerito, who Salt's knocked out to secure that top 8 location. Sure enough, that is Narmaya Versusia.
Now, if I remember correctly, I've been seeing a few posts that people actually think Narmaya pretty much wins this matchup like a decent amount.
Yeah, you can see that.
Just as I feel like when it comes down to Versusia, a lot of the time the character is like made up of plus frames. Narmaya kind of has a very similar fashion where once she heads into her Kagura stance like this, she can just kind of cash out with a lot of plus frames.
Yeah, and the other thing is that Versusia is really slow with normals, and it's hard to contest against Narmaya, who has like obscene normals, some of the best in the game. Like Kagura 5L is a 5-framer, both her close M's are 6-frame, fairly fast heavies, versus like Versusia, who just, I think her light is 7-frame startup, close M is 8-frame, close H is 13. Like,
yeah, the benefit she gets for it is the fact that like she gets a ton of plus frames, but when it comes to Narmaya, who basically gets that same benefit without the lack of speed, it really does make quite a difficult matchup. But even still, Lucy doing pretty nicely, getting the knockdown, once again getting the stock up.
with BlueMotion mashing out. It's the throw, side switch, back in the corner. Second throw time. Can we see a third? No! Mashes out! Good job.
Yeah, getting a ton of corner carry with that as well. Once again, like I said before, that close heavy is so plus that that's where most people are going to want to Brave counter. And Lucy knows that. Like, I feel like 9 times out of 10, when Lucy goes for that close heavy, there is going to be a spot dodge afterwards. And it will probably catch a Brave counter most of the time.
Yeah, it's +5 on block. Like, it's, you don't want to deal with it.
No,
not
at all. Especially considering it makes far heavy an actual frame trap. And that far heavy can lead to a ton of damage as well, like we're seeing right here. Look at that. Are you actually
enough? Why?
Oh my goodness.
Jimmy, no, it wasn't. We lied. For dramatic effect.
Just the close light to catch the U Crescent Moon. Lucy taking game number 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right. Let's see. BlueMotion has fought quite a few great players to get here. Can they continue it with Lucy right now?
Strong confirms. Oh no. I think, yeah, that's one thing I didn't really think about when it comes to Setsuna, is that like it's still like starts up in 14 frames, -8 on block for that light version. Like, you're gonna get sniped if you try and do anything after, because pillar tracks.
Yeah.
So
it is one of those cases where you have to make sure that you're weaving it in with the M version to like try to get some plus frames and such.
Uh-oh. Could have been something big. Whoa! Sniped out of the air!
It feels like it tracked way later than I thought it would.
Big 2H! Oh, that should do it! My god, I felt that in my bones.
It's not often I feel that 2H's actually can beat the Crescent Moon. It feels really difficult to actually find the correct timing, so that was great on Lucy right there. Oh, nice block on the cross up. Possibly holding the guard button.
Letting Lucy get out of the corner. I don't know how you feel about that. You just kind of let Lucy get back to the game. No, okay, never mind. BlueMotion gets to confirm.
And now we just take the BP. Yes, we do.
Dash out a little bit. Next hit will do it.
Just needs to actually get the hit. Doesn't believe in it though. There's the throw from Lucy.
Runs into it even. Second throw.
Third.
Oh
no, that's a
you
big
read
counter
it.
hit. Oh my goodness, you can spot dodge after the counter hit and still get the confirm as well.
You're gonna see SSBA coming here, cashing out with everything.
As much damage as possible. Optimal routes. That's so much damage, and that's going to be a kill for Lucy, taking it 2-0 over BlueMotion.
Oh man, great stuff from Blue, but it just wasn't enough against Versusia. I feel like this character is really heavy on the knowledge checks, especially
that's
still
how it
you
is
know
with a new
being a
character.
new character. Yeah. So still,
You tried? Blue, honestly, you trying has been getting you so far throughout this bracket, and you're still in. You're still going to be in our top 8. Just going to be having to move down to that loser side. Gonna be a little dangerous there, but I mean, even still, you have more chances to go through.
and so far for Lucy, this is actually one of their best performances at WASD Open. This is a guaranteed top 3. Whereas before, I always kind of sat outside top 16, never could push through. And now here they are sitting in, you know, winners finals. Has a chance to go ahead and get that, you know, get the prize tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it probably took a little bit more time to get used to the idea of Granblue. Lucy came from a few other games before and has been a top player in many of them. So just give a little bit of time. And yeah, Lucy will obviously just blow through everyone with just enough time, especially just getting used to playing with a new character. Like, I fully believe that Lucy would just kind of steamroll quite a few people when their comfort just got high enough.
And you know what I'm comfortable with?
Getting
Chilling for more Matcherino, baby! We got 19 goats left. We're almost there. Shoutouts to our true host this evening, and Pierce donating a big $50. Getting that closer and closer to that top 3 payout. Actually, no, meet the top 3 payout. I'm thinking 660. I was thinking top 8. No, but we're going to at least see money go to our podium finishers tonight. We start to move our way down to loser side. You want to give us an update, Koyo, on what all of our lovely viewers can be seeing come loser side now? We are locked in. We know exactly who we're seeing.
Well, first, I want to mention a little nice donation from G-Tech. Thank you for the $5 to the Matcherino. Really do appreciate that.
That was G-Tech. Down Stampa never sleeps.
Oh, true. But for our loser side, we're going to be seeing Yozamitsu versus Xerom coming first. Those two will determine who goes against BlueMotion. And then we also have Salts and Kemo, who will decide to be going into Dragalia. So Yozamitsu, Xerom. Be pretty interesting. We saw the Narmaya before, and we're going to be seeing the Charlotta. We saw one Charlotta before, but now we're seeing probably the Charlotta.
I was gonna say, I feel like at this point in the game, coming up on a year, if there's few players that need no introduction, Xerom is probably one of them.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best players as well in vanilla. Just took many of the skills from that, transferred it over to here, and has been making it work really, really well. Every time has just been showing off that this Charlotta character is this little mean gremlin can just do work. I swear. Like every time I see it, I'm just like, how do you do this? Like, this should not work.
I think it was actually Viram who was talking about Charlotta and how this character is super duper stable, super consistent, has everything you could really want in like a basic game plan that you just run over and over and over and over again. You have a DP to get you out of trouble. You have the demon flip, which is always scary whenever there's a demon flip out, because it betrays your want to like low block or block an overhead. You get a command grab, you get a full punish off of it. The character really punishes for opponents if they're not able to like control their nerves.
Mhm.
And still, stuff like 100 hand slap, like Blanca Ball,
Charlotta.
things that I don't know the full name of because Street Fighter analogous.
True.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Narmaya can match up against the small queen losers round 7 playing for their life. Right now it's Yoza just sort of staying back, zoning out with that Setsuna. Slowly poking out, but Xerom gets that sweep.
Still just getting some nice little pressure, wanting to see when Yoza's willing to mash. Just a throw, tries it again. Oh, try to DP, but just a little too far. It's going to be a good punish for Xerom. Also has meter, sends it for the Super Blanca.
Ooh, super jump, okay. Yoza caught a little unawares, but quick poke will take that first round for Xerom.
Battle 2. Engage.
Heading into it next. Seeing, yeah, Yoza sort of playing at this extreme range where Xerom has to either brute force his way in with Blanca Ball or just kind of run in, and you can control space a bit with Setsuna, but now it's down to Akuma flip shenanigans. DP's out of it though.
Interesting. Nice spot dodge on the Setsuna as well. Does give you an opportunity to go for a punish.
The overhead. His pressuring gets the throw. Ooh, not the right confirm. Or right answer even.
Yeah.
The cash out into super. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.
I do like that they also just went for the close light right there for the punish, because yeah, that ultimate skill can be a little weird to punish at times. Like if you're not fully aware of it, there are going to be times where you can actually just miss a punish entirely. Ooh! Okay, nice 2H right there. That is one of the other things. Charlotta has such a weird little jump arc at times that she's kind of jumping around. This character can feel like a knowledge check in itself.
I feel like we recognize the Blanca, the E Honda, the Guile. We don't recognize the Chun-Li jump arc. Not nearly enough.
Oh, nice throw.
Yeah, good little tick throw there. Xerom taking that first game.
Battle 1. Engage.
What can Yoza do? So far, it's just too greedy of approaching, I think, is kind of doing Yoza in. Because right now, you're controlling space really well with Setsuna, with your movement. You have good responses to Xerom's pressure. It's just one too many mistakes, one slip up, and getting it stolen away out of range.
Once again, just a little bit awkward to punish right there. No ants here. Brave counters back. Yeah, does not want to deal with that. Takes their turn, gets the hits. That's a good kill for Yoza.
Not out. Just needs to find your core, find your center. 6-6M at the very tip. Ooh! Nice little confirm from Xerom, driving him to the corner. Even flip overhead. Good tick throw. It's all Xerom all the time right now.
Ooh. Catching for wanting to go for a throw. Yoza has an opportunity. He doesn't get the full confirm, but even still. Great 2H.
Doesn't get much else out of a DP, but still hold on. Ah, simple Raging Strike. Follow up gets that round for Xerom. Yoza on tournament life here.
3. Engage.
Hopefully he can clutch it out. 6-6L pressure, but got a Bari from Xerom, drives Yoza all the way to that corner.
Ooh, that's a good hit. However, doesn't really get anything out of it. And just a good jump from Xerom. We're getting this closer to the corner.
The BC to end that pressure. Swiftly switching between styles. Ooh, doesn't get a follow-up on that EX transient.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You can get some carry for this, but not too much.
Good end to that pressure from Xerom. Gets the overhead. Alt hands.
Still has to worry. Decides to brave counter out. That's not going to be a
spot
trade.
dodge.
Nice. Oh, but just a few more hits from Xerom into the Raging Strike. A quick confirm. That's going to be Xerom going 2-0 over Yozamitsu. My goodness, a very, very nice try, all things considered, but I feel like there was just a few too many small mistakes that just really led to Xerom being able to just push their advantage way more. Like you had mentioned, there was just small little mistakes, probably some amount of nerves that just really did not work well for them.
I mean, when you're going up against a player as prolific as Xerom, you're seeing first place across, you know, online majors, offline majors. It's enough to intimidate anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so much so that even BlueMotion in the chat, who will be fighting Xerom, is going, I'm gonna get cooked. So hey, hopefully BlueMotion, you keep a good attitude, you keep a good positive outlook, and you yourself might end up getting cashed out by Matcherino. We got 15 codes to redeem. Almost to the funny number.
So many of those. Like, we have so many people in chat as well. Not only just in Twitch, but we also got the YouTube, and we also got people on Twitter. I know Twitter is going to be a little bit awkward to like try to get codes, but I mean, it's just telling you, hey, come join us on Twitch or YouTube. It's so much nicer there. The VOD goes to YouTube immediately after as well, so I mean, you can always check it out.
You know what?
Yeah.
Just for our Twitter viewers, if you can't use !Matcherino in the chat, you can always go to matcherino.com/tournament/130918. That is the URL for tonight's number 37 Granblue Open. Hey, we got $69 in the pool. 12 codes to go.
Hey, Lamau.
Alrighty, then
Alright.
we're gonna be moving on down to the second half of our loser side. Salts versus Kemo. Salts, who won last week, has to make a run through all of losers to see if he can get redemption up against Dragalia.
Yeah, gonna be Jita and Lowain. We haven't seen Jita all night. So
Character
pretty
definitely fell off of popularity with the nerfs. Still good, it's just that like her core big things about her got kind of, you know, whacked purposefully. It was a good thing, but yeah, with that, I think more people just went back over to Gran if you wanted to play one of the captains.
it is definitely one of those cases of kind of the same thing as we mentioned for Anila. She is a very, very strong all-arounder character, but when it comes down to it, being an all-arounder, we have quite a few.
And the one thing that, you know, Jita got to enjoy was obscene corner carry and full combos from that corner carry. Now that that's gone, you're just an all-arounder again. And Gran does a lot more cool stuff.
Yeah, she still does get insane corner carry, but she does not get as big of combos as she was before. So it does make her still really, really nice, but she has to consider things a lot more. And oh my goodness, getting caught by the cross-up that time.
Didn't
Kemo.
consider that.
Yeah. Kemo taking the first round. We've been seeing Kemo like take a lot of people like off guard just by using that cross-up move. I mean, it is probably one of the better ones for Lowain. It really is nice for just opening people up and just making people have to start thinking about using the guard button.
And hey, when you start using the guard button, you're going to start falling prey to those tech throws. Can't tech throws when you're pressing that guard button. So, and I know I'm bad about not using the guard button, but there's a lot of situations with like Lowain, Lance, where I should probably be using it more, but like it feels better to be skilled at blocking.
Definitely a feel thing, but when it comes down to being in bracket, it can't all be feel. Sometimes you just gotta work with it. And right now, with how Kemo's playing, you might want to start considering it. Here's the HVPA. Can you block it out? Nice. But the chip damage is going to add up. There we go.
Oh no! Fell out.
Not a punish.
Kind of getting away. Kemo's getting away with just kind of jumping wantonly. I hope that Salt's is able to pick up on.
There we go.
Yo! Worst DP in the game!
I was honestly 100% expecting that as well, because I think the last like 2 to 3 times that parry has come through, Salt has not been able to dodge it or anything. So very, very good SSBA right there, just like expecting the parry and was correct on the reaction too. You know.
Yeah, great stuff from Salts there, evening this one up. DP's out, says no more of your shenanigans, driven to the corner. Still has funny corner combos, just doesn't get as many wall bounces out of it. But Avatar Bilal gets that, so that's fine. Man, gets like 5 wall bounces per combo now. It's crazy.
Dude, it's like,
Ooh,
maybe
trying
a
to
little too much, but even still.
try to get a little bit cheeky there with advancing ult skill, and Kemo gets it in return.
Yeah. The damage on those ult skills has been lowered as starters, but even still, like, damage is damage. You might as well take it.
Right.
And even, oh, nice dodge. Goodness, once again, that 660H has just been catching out so much.
Oh,
Wait a
no.
minute. This could be big right here. There we go. Cash out. Now, it's not going to be death, but with only the 1 BP, possibly going to have to use it for a Brave counter. How much meter does he have? Does not have enough.
I'm putting $5
meter
down.
for
It's gonna run a
APA.
throw. Ah, damn it! I guess I'm putting $5 in the Maturino.
Chip is also available.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, the backdash to catch the 6-6H. Not getting caught this time, Salts. Great adaptation at the end there.
Fantastic stuff there, going up 1.
Nice.
Gets the full combo firm. Charge up a little bit. Uh-oh. Kemo's getting a little bit antsy, getting some counter hits put in.
A little bit, but once again, that 6-6H is going to be getting through to the other side. Good catch. Ooh, sending caught by the flame wheel. My goodness, some of the missiles still go through that fireball.
Getting away with that jump. Dude's out of there.
Parry, but even still, there we go. Great hit with the ultimate skill. Damage is a lot lower, but even still, look at that. 1 hit away.
PC War.
Ready to dodge.
Ooh.
Nice for Salts. Gonna be putting us at set point right here.
Battle 2. Engage.
One more strong route. Hopefully Kemo can find his footing. High DP. Charge up a little bit. Ooh, Kemo, you're pressing buttons, my friend.
Getting caught just a little too much. Also a ton of meter to work with as well. That's great. Catches the bros as well, but even still, just need 1 more hit, and there they have it. That should be a kill. A perfect for Salt. It's going to be taking it 2-0. Moving on forward. Great
Big
job
ups.
to KemoEnjoyer for making it through so far, but the run ends here, sadly.
She did a fantastic job showing off that Lowain can play the game. It isn't just run away 5U, throw out friends, throw out Charlotta bot. It isn't just the lane play style. This character can cook. And it's nice to see that. So, shouts to Kemo. She did a fantastic job. Fortunately, her tournament runs ends here as we will be moving forward with our loser side bracket. We got BlueMotion, Xerom, Dragalia versus Salts. We're gonna be seeing that BlueMotion Xerom first.
Mm-hmm.
So how we doing? How we feeling about this this lineup here? We got a fairly eclectic amount of folks in loser side. We have a Charlotta, we have Narmaya, we have a Vegeta now with Salts, we have Versusia, Siegfried.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of
honestly, it's still kind of interesting just to see how many Narmaya picks we had.
the. Mhm.
So, like, even though that's the majority pick, I feel like that is one that we didn't really see coming too much. So, you know, very interesting. And I think it really goes to show just how much better our Narmaya players are getting. I'm really excited to see quite how much they're progressing, really.
I think also a lot of it comes down to you're seeing more of a spread of these sort of side characters, because on the one hand, it might be people going, oh, I played a top tier to win, right? I played my Nier to win. I played my Siegfried to win. I played my, Blau to win. Now that a lot of those characters aren't as easy to win with anymore, they went off to other characters. Or now that, all those stronger characters kind of got hit with the bat, we're starting to see, more of the less seen characters. Uno's been a character that's been out in the uprise. We've seen an uptick in Eustace players. Characters that were, fairly rare. But now that, the extreme top tiers are gone, we're going to go ahead and see some of the lesser picked show up. Especially,
All right.
Yeah.
Going on, we're going to be having Charlotta versus Narmaya, Xerom versus BlueMotion. I'm talking about not as many picked characters. Charlotta is definitely one of the least picked, and I feel like that is honestly one of the reasons why in especially first to two, I also think that Charlotta is a menace of a character. We also have seen just how strong the player Xerom is. So this is going to be pretty tough, I feel. BlueMotion has been playing against quite a few amazing players and has been winning, so
I would like to say that at least on the Charlotta pick, Charlotta in North America is a fairly rare pick. We only really see Xerom at the highest level sort of portray this character, but over in Japan, Charlotta's a fairly popular character. You look at the Grandmasters for Charlotta, it's a lot of Japanese players, so character's significantly more popular over in Japan than North America. Not to dissuade from their power or anything, it's just that when you don't get that much stuff in your locals, in your regionals, in your own states and majors, you're gonna get kind of bulldozed.
ooh, the fight.
Falling JM knocks BlueMotion out of that transient.
Xerom was doing so much in that corner, and it really did just put a hinder on BlueMotion, but let's see. Doesn't really seem like it's affecting them too much. They're taking the corner for themselves now.
Full confirm.
Tries to get out, just jumping out. Xerom gonna be getting their full combo overhead. Okay.
Late tech on that throw. Transit. Ooh, that was a medium transient. You were really going for it there. Okay, Blue, calm down.
Okay. But even still, Xerom getting their hits. Should be able to finish it out here. Raging strike into the ball.
Are we sure that Blue isn't playing on the bongos the way he was mashing that 2L and 5L there?
Look, if we have multiple people on bongos, I don't know, dude. I feel like my entire worldview would change.
I mean, listen, I have seen people play on fight sticks made out of PS3s and 360s.
True, I've seen that
Bongo is not enough. A bongo is fine. When you got a full console from the 7th generation to play your fighting games? Yeah, for anyone who's joining in late, we had a CharCharRealSmooth make his entire run on the DK bongos.
It's gonna fast forward for a second because I think we got booted from part of Spectate.
Possible.
Okay, Koyo, go rapid fast. You gotta commentate what we see. Go, go, go.
Okay, so we're going in immediately. Gonna be trying to get in even further, but going to the corner now. Back to the midstream. Can we really get through? But the overhead comes through, and now still trying to DP. But now the Raging Strike goes through, getting it over to the corner. Back throw incident goes through. DP now still trying to make it through. Nice air throw. Throw again, and now
Oh, Xerom taking
damage.
that in record time.
I can't do that, man.
Okay, then it's my turn. It's my turn. We're gonna fast forward. Okay, Setsuna's start. Xerom motioning it. Uh-oh, Blue gets it. BC's out. Xerom. Okay, finally, they can go back to talking like a normal human being.
Oh, I had to
My
experience the
God.
whole thing, huh?
I can't read the future, okay, Koyo?
Oh, you just need to be Shulk from Xenoblade. Vision.
Just because we wrote the script doesn't mean I know what happens.
That should literally mean you know what happened.
I can't read. I can just write.
Same. I'm dyslexic.
Oh, and Xerom taking that game in quite a fast motion. 2-0 over Blue. We're going to be seeing him go ahead and move on up into loser semis, battling out for 4th place at the minimum.
Mm-hmm. A little unfortunate how the thing went so fast, but even still, we got to see a decent amount of the match, and it really does show Xerom still just as like dominant as we always think it was gonna be. BlueMotion though, great run, like amazing run. Like, let me go back to see like all the people that BlueMotion had to fight.
Mhm.
Like, fought Lucy, like unfortunately lost there, but even still, one against Kemo, one against Coach Steve, one against Eddie Franco, one against Tiempo. Like, those are some players that we've seen quite a few times, and we know are amazing players, and just went on a tear. Like, what a record tonight, honestly.
Absolutely. And, I want to, to our own horn, we did really well doing our best Scatman John impression, going that rapid fast. Shouts to...
Yeah, I'm used to talking like pretty dang fast, It's a family thing, but even then, I have to breathe.
I need to start doing my vocal warm-ups to Scatman's World.
Very, very true. All right,
Sure
getting
is.
on to our next match. We're going to be having Dragalia, Narmaya, and Salt Vegeta.
Already off? Yeah, like you were saying.
Once we get to this corner, Salt feels, I was about to say impossible to get off, but brave counter. Easy way of just saying, you know what, I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, we're not doing this right now. Some good corner carry. Good movement coming in from Salts, but Dragalia says no more again. Post H transient to try and get round started. Salt says no, thank you. Ooh, all fireball. Tank.
There we go. It's honestly still some amazing damage that Vira can get off of these ultimate skills.
Mm-hmm. Just because we've talked a bit about how Vegeta is a kind of jack of all trades, all rounder, doesn't mean that like this character can't. Like the captain's just put out so much damage. It's actually kind of surprising.
And look at this ultimate starter, and that's still a really good amount of damage for being such.
Yeah. Gets a throw. Tries to BC Wars.
Oh no! Getting a side swap as well. Safe jump. Trying to get more plus frames, but yeah.
Yo,
Oh
Verona!
no, with 0 BP!
Doesn't have much in the way of resources. This might be enough. Is getting optimal.
Just a few more hits.
It's enough.
Oh my goodness, didn't actually even need to go for the extra hits there. Great,
That
great
optimal's
job.
hard.
It's not easy. I've tried to do it a few times before. I'm like, do I want to put my hands through this?
I normally get 2L, but it's going from close L to close H. That's where I just drop it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to 0. Good movement spacing from Salts is so good at utilizing the backdash, catching out with far L. Salts' movement is impeccable right now. I think he definitely has some of my favorite movement in the game so far.
My goodness, Salt. Game number 1. That round was so quick for them.
Backing off. On mid-range, Salts gets the first throw, first blood. BP's in return, Dragalia. Ooh!
There was a little dead zone right there that the Crescent Moon just didn't hit. Works out better for Salts. Still in this corner, plus frames. There we go. Tried to go for a throw, but I think there are 2+ there.
Had to keep it simple, ran out of cooldowns. It's getting a sweet big hit.
Yeah, pretty nice. Nice shimmy right there as well. Can we actually get them to the corner? Yes, but no further follow-up. But oh my goodness, that 5U. Taking the round for Salts.
It's not looking pretty for Dragalia. Hopefully, they can find a way. Find some way to take a round. Stop Salts' momentous attack. Stagger pressure plus frames. It's the overhead. Uh-oh. Getting a little bit panicked. Goes for a second one. Can we see 3? Oh my god. 4 though. You wouldn't. Doesn't.
Ooh. Even still, great blocking. Great patience. Now gets their opportunity. Still has 5U charged at least a little bit just to see about getting some plus frames. Dragalia finds their hit now into the corner. Plus frames. Let's block on the overhead.
It's safe. It's not teching.
Their BC.
I'm worried that Dragalia might get sniped by a raw raging strike. No, the old fireball out of the air, like a 50 cal.
I was not expecting the fireball to actually hit right there on the crescent moon. Usually, I'm pretty sure that crescent moon can go over most fireballs, but because of that ult skill being shorter range, it has such a high vertical hitbox as well. So yeah, sniping out like that really did wonders.
That's gonna be Salts versus Xerom in our losers semifinals. Gotta say real quick, congratulations to Dragalia. Played incredibly well. Knocked Yoru, Insurgent. Bunch of our really solid players out. Ninebreaker, Mob Moose. Shouts to those who died early. Fantastic stuff from Dragalia. Be proud of your 5th place placing. And be proud of the $75 we have at Matcherino. We are 10 codes off, folks. Make your way over to matcherino.com/tournament/130918 or use Matcherino in the chat. Go over to our link. We are so desperately close to claiming all of our codes once more. We get ready for our winners finals. First to 3, best to 5. Lucy versus Artorias, Siegfried versus Versusia.
Yeah, there's so much to really talk about when it comes to these players, really. Like, Artorias, a tri-state player, has been going for quite a while on this Siegfried. Has been showing up to WAS, like, as well for, like, even our actual locals. Won a ton of them. Won our most recent one, if I remember correctly, versus Gucci, or... No, wait. The most recent one is actually Artorias Kiri. Maybe who won that one actually? Was it Artorias that still won against Kiri?
I think Kiri won, actually.
Wow.
But Kiri is one of those players who doesn't really like join very many online brackets, doesn't come out that often, but is just very good and grinds a lot, like, on their own.
Yeah, of course. But even still, Artorias has won many of our past brackets as well, facing off a ton of these amazing players. Like, as we've mentioned, quite a few of our great names that we had on our loser side as well have had to fight Artorias multiple occasions. Tried, some have succeeded, most have lost. Artorias is an absolute monster of a player. But the same could also be said for Lucy, a player who has gone through multiple different games, coming from MBTL, has played a good amount of Idol Showdown, and is now, like, trying their hand more at Granblue, and has obviously been showing that they've been putting a ton of work in, and has been working really well on this Versusia. So this is going to be quite an interesting matchup.
Super quick shout out to Idol Showdown, decided to nerf top 1 Corone into top 1 Corone. We're not watching that though. We're watching arguably top 5 get nerfed into like top 5 versus the newcomer. Lucy getting that first hit. Winners finals shouts to everyone from Boston Blue Beat.
Once again, oh my goodness, even Artorias is getting caught by that close heavy, wanting to be just brave counter. And that's gonna be Lucy taking the first round.
Lucy on a roll, definitely wants it. Artorias also has been for a while since number 32, ever the bridesmaid, never the bride. 132 and has capped out at 2nd place since. So hopefully Artorias can push through Lucy, but it's not looking real solid right now. Lucy in firm control.
really, really well.
No.
To be able to get the meter. Oh, not cashing out for super, but instead, yeah, I have
even need
no
it.
idea how that works. It reaches combo limit, she does it again, and it still works. A very interesting combo route, but my goodness, yeah, that's gonna be Lucy in game number 1.
As a quick reminder, since we are in winners finals, there's the 3 best of 5 mentioned at the start, mentioning it again. So Artorias definitely has time to adjust to Versusia, adjust to having to play around sort of these giant jump scares that kind of meet him at the ranges he likes to press buttons at. His 2M is about the same range as her 2M. So I think Artorias just has to like lock in and play clean or neutral up against Versusia, which can be rough. This character has some terrifying tools. The JU brings him down.
Very nice. But as you were saying, like when it comes to just how much time you have for adaptation, I feel like Artorias is one of those players that like adapts so well. So it really comes down to it. It really kind of feels like most of the time you have to just kind of run over Artorias if you want a chance. And that's one way to run them over. Just become the Ford F-150 and just go straight through their fireball.
Score a quick 500 points and then some on this death race. That super is so good for calling out literally anything. You know, now that I mention it, Versusia really is like a Ford F-150 that just also has a gun attached.
Ooh. That actually sounds like the best type of weapon to have in like a zombie apocalypse.
A Ford F-150 with a gun?
Yes.
I would take a shark with a freaking laser beam on its head. That's me personally, though.
That's a very true point. Artorias fighting out with this 2-2-H and as well. Getting the kill. Alright, alright.
Filing a little bit with the DP. Didn't want to disrespect much with the super. Didn't want to waste our time. We got games to play. Orb is up, and Lucy down to like barely anything when it comes to cooldown, so gotta play a little bit more patient. 6XLs in a row!
That's the unfortunate thing. Some of her buttons are still kind of slow, so if you're not at the correct timing, you can still get stuck for those 6XLs.
Artorias going for a bit of a bold play. Level 2, that's a nice, good chunk of damage on board.
Yeah, it's just all about finding the hit. The throw, I'm pretty sure, doesn't actually get the damage bonus, but even still, Lucy's getting opened up by them, so this is good. Time is out, but look at how much health Lucy just lost in that amount of time. Chip is going to be a factor soon.
Maybe, I mean, we might be trading throws! The wake-up DP! Artorias on the scoreboard now. I mean, hey, 20% is nothing to scoff at, even if it is, you know, half as long as that first stack. Ooh, air throw meeting in the air.
Very, very nice air throw. Yuel just trying to get through. Ooh, counter hit? Okay. Let's go. Can't get too much damage. Doesn't have a stock or anything.
Now we're cashing out here.
Okay.
Good mash on that 2L there. Artorias gets his turn. Ooh, you were counter hit for something.
Ooh, still plus though.
Patient play, counter pokes.
There we go, into the SBA. That's gonna be Lucy taking another round.
Oh, you lied! That's our one contractually obligated commentator curse for the evening.
That still worked out. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah. It might not have, though. Who is to
Maybe.
say?
Who knows?
Well,
But even still, Artorias is going to be getting a little bit of an opportunity here. Nice with the throw.
finally catches Lucy down back and side switches himself, giving Lucy the full confirm here. Killer up. Celestial Dominion on deck. Ooh, the tippy toe of that 2M. Scary territory right now. SSD. Yo, you could not.
Oh, no. Actually, just too far. Usually the tracking on that is really good to punish fireballs like that.
I respect it, but unfortunately, Lucy getting a little bit crazier. Trying to cash out. Drops out. Never mind.
Yeah, unfortunate there. That's
Unfortunate.
Gonna be a kill for Artorias.
That entire round was unfortunate.
Kind of, yeah. Honestly.
We had to have one round
really
in the script.
low lead
Keeps it safe with Celestial Dominion. Big 2H, sit down. Doubling up, plus frames, text the throw. Yo, Artorias. Good read with that spot dodge, gets the confirm off of that with BP.
Dashing up some pretty big damage. Able to get another immediate right here. Try to go for the throw, actually.
Lucy working with not a whole lot right now. No alt skills on the deck. No BP. And a bit of a gambit doesn't pay out. Yeah, you can't just keep cashing out.
Battle 1. Engage.
Gotta reserve your chips.
It is one of those hard things because, like, when it comes down to it, I feel like Versusia actually fully rather spending the BP rather than like for ult, using meter for ult BP because meter matters so much in that character.
That's fair. Burn through your system resources before you're forced to use your unique good tools. But it just leaves you at such a bad point.
It really can. That is one of the risks of this character, but who cares about the risk when you can get something like this going on? Some pretty nice damage. Should be able to cash out a little bit more. There's another stock. +5, and yeah, wanted to do something, but you're just way too plus on that. Lucy should be able to cash out here into the super. There we
Big
go.
money. No whammies here. Oh, I feel like these two are going to go blow for blow here. Unless Artorias somehow manages to pull out a win here, I should have continued saying words. Real inopportune time to stop speaking. Keep managing to maintain good zoning here. What's that? How many 6XLs?
I mean, as many as it takes before Lucy starts mashing.
No, I meant how many have we seen so far?
That was probably like 6.
He's not even on the screen. There's no 6 on screen. Silly.
You said there was a 6-6, you know. There was a lot of 6XLs there. My goodness. Okay, playing some good footsies too.
Artorias, you gotta stop. It's working, so don't stop it. You gotta stop. Okay.
Out of range for the BC as well? What?
I'm getting tilted watching this, so I feel like that's what Artorias is trying to do.
I could fully expect that there's just a big grin at this point. It's like, yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm doing Granblue
I'm
stuff.
better.
No,
Oh, no way you catch it.
No. Unbelievable reaction to the 5U? Like, there's no way you, like, thought of that quick.
Why is that SBA so fast, too? Like, it punishes everything.
Like, you punished that in, like, 41 frames? Yeah, you had to fish for that.
There we go. Oh, going for the 2 stacks. Yeah, just like before. Probably just going to want to go for some strike throw to catch Lucy off guard.
We are in death range.
Oh.
With that extra 20%,
we are
this is
way
death.
more than in death. You're not even going to the afterlife. It's just nothingness after that. What the heck? That was so much damage.
Welcome to Purgatory, Lucy, as Artorias moves on in the grand finals, taking it 3-1. Oh, incredible. Yeah, incredible adaptation from Artorias. Took one loss and started to figure out Lucy's habits, patterns, actually able to kind of unnerve her at the end. That many 6XLs in a row has to do some sort of psychological damage.
Yeah, it really does come down to, like, at that point, that's like going back to that layer 1 type of pressure. Just like, I'm just gonna keep pushing you and see how far I can get, and then eventually, you're just gonna trip up. And especially when we're this far in, you tripping up means death. Like,
Right.
that's just how it is.
and you can't afford that. We head down into loser's side for the rest of the tournament. Xerom versus Salts for losers semifinals. First of two, best of three. To go ahead and challenge Lucy for that grand final spot. Now, Gita Charlotta again feels very milquetoast, but what do you think? Who do you have pegged right now for sort of leading the charge here?
When it comes to aggression out of these two, like, Xerom is way more aggressive. We'll be seeing just Xerom. A lot of the time, I feel like they're just going to be like trying to hold forward as much as possible. But when it comes down to it, I think Salts is going to be really good when it comes to their patience and just going to be good at just keeping their pressure here. Never mind.
Whoa!
Never mind again. Never mind.
Never mind any of that. About equivalent here. Uh-oh. Full cash out. Two ults now. Drops out a little bit. Whoa! Blanca ball from that far downtown. Gets a confirm out of it. It's not going to be quite enough, perhaps. Baits a throw.
I just love that just standing there was baiting the throw. Stand there for a few seconds. Jump.
It's intimidating.
It is. Especially when you're at that low health. Oh, nice use the fireball. But even still, Xerom getting in. Already taking Salts to this corner.
Throw after the dive kick. So that's sweep. I want to see a full blow for blow BC war before the end of this tournament. I want to see just back and forth. Shouts to Umineko Golden Fantasia. I want to see some Meta World nonsense here tonight in Granblue. Okay, gets the overhead, not much there. Salts is getting a little bit tripped up here with Xerom's movement. Just, it's a few frames that Salts just can't react. It's allowing Xerom to get these full punishes.
Try to get the meaty hands as well.
But it's still death range for anyone here. Salts has SSBA, but Xerom had no BP. Doesn't matter at all. Why am I still talking? Going into that second game.
Right now, we are back down to first to two, so Xerom, this could be the game that they just win it all, but Salts have to play pretty well. Unfortunately, in this corner, another great hit for Xerom. Gets the meter as well. I don't think it's going to be quite enough damage, but still, anything's going to kill here. Yeah, just a little Granblue shimmy. There we go. Nearly a perfect for Xerom right there.
Xerom's on a roll like Ciabatta right now. This is nuts. Hopefully Salts can just steady himself, because I think that's my main problem right now, is just he's catching himself thinking a bit too much. It doesn't feel natural. There's all these little hiccups to reacting to Xerom. And all sorts of Charlotta pressure. I mean, it's good that you're thinking about it sometimes. That's how you don't get caught by the command grab on Demon Flip. But it's still, like, getting you a little bit preoccupied with the what-ifs.
Talking about that command grab, already getting hit by it, and now, again, Salt's just not in a good position, but this is what we want. Never mind. This is not what we want. The back throw incident, not really good.
This is what Xerom wants. This is what
There's
Xerom
the
gets.
last hit that you needed. Xerom takes it 2-0 over Salts. That's going to be eliminating Salts at 4th place. Unfortunate, but still a great run for Salts all the same. But Xerom can be moving on to our losers finals. Going to be facing against Lucy. See about who gets to fight Artorias.
Real slobber knocker coming up next.
Honestly, going to be amazing, but if you're enjoying that, I'm going to say you should head on over to the match arena. We still have 5 codes left. Please get those done. I know we have a ton of people in chat now. It's super simple. All you got to do is head on over to the link that's in the chat now, hit the claim code button, sign into any of your socials, and it puts free money into the pot. It will really matter so much to us and all of our gamers. And as well, if you're feeling really generous, you can put some money into the pot. If we do get to 150, we're able to get a top 4 payout, and Salts, the player we just saw, would also be in the money. So consider it.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. We're getting ready for another Slobber Knocker. I'm gonna threaten everyone who doesn't go to Match Reno and redeem a code with a Slobber Knocker of my own. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna give you a 1-2, a wallop. I'm kidding. I'm not a violent person. But it seemed to work. We got 3 people redeemed it. We have 2 codes left, folks, as we head in our losers finals.
Waz does not condone of that type of violence. We only play fighting games. We do not fight like that.
Yeah, we only condone violence through fighting games and Ford F-150s.
Yes, and card games at times.
Yeah. Not Ford
will send you to the
F-250s,
Shadowrun.
Like if you have a Ford F-250 or an F-350, I feel like 1, overkill, 2, you're a contractor and need the truck, or 3, overkill. There's no other solutions here. I feel like Versusia Charlotta is miserable for Charlotta. I might be wrong in that, but on the outset, it feels and looks miserable.
I actually think the opposite.
Okay.
I
Why is
think
that?
that once Charlotta gets in, Versusia is gonna absolutely despise it. Like, the only thing I can really think of is maybe Versusia 2H can really be helpful in this matchup. Even though it's more shorter to the ground, it probably helps hit the jump arc that Charlotta has. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure it hits a bit behind her as well. So
It is
it might
on
be
the
useful for that.
It is on the slower end as well. It's 13 frames, so that looks unnatural.
That looks so bad. It looked like she just grabbed her hip.
I mean, you gotta
goodness,
grab
that
onto whatever you
damage is
can when
insane.
you're dealing with, you know, Lady Demetresque here. Like,
That's true. Oh.
I'm not falling for any of this.
Xerom doesn't really have to go in here. Has such a huge life lead. Yeah, could just kind of wait anything out, and there we go.
Honestly, yeah. You're right on that front. First round going over to Xerom for 3 best 5. Yeah, we're seeing Lucy sort of immediately slow down her game. She was so aggressive versus Artorias and everyone else, and just here, it's something about Xerom's gameplay that's just causing her to just slow way down. I guess it's just the sheer level of, you know, aggression out of Demon Flip. It's spooky. One bad read leads into the same setup.
Yeah. I don't even think that it's just like the demon flip. I think it also has to come down to, like we've mentioned before. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Hold up. That might just be a kill for Xerom right here. Gonna be cashing out for as much as possible. There we go. Game number 1 going to Xerom.
Hits him with the full funny, all 3 DP gone. 3 Raging Strikes.
What I was saying before, I really do think, as we've mentioned a lot, Versusia's buttons are a little bit on the slower side, and that means anything that she does is a bit of a commitment, especially to a character that jumping is like layer 1 game. It's going to be a little bit hard and kind of a risk for Lucy to really press on a lot of stuff, but once she gets over the corner, it felt a little bit better, but had to kind of give up a little bit, expecting that Xerom would go for a BC on that close heavy. Oh, once again, tries to stand up on the demon flip. Drops out
Side
though.
switch. Whoa. Unfathomable, but hey, it worked out. Oh no.
How much damage do you take for this? Another BC. Doesn't have meter for a third. Can't quite kill, just needs one more touch. There's the throw. Wait a minute. Lucy has an opportunity here.
Going
Still
plus
not.
frames on pillar. Ooh, the 6-6H.
Unfortunately, can't quite finish it off. Try to go for the parry, but I think the slowdown changed the timing of it a bit. Lucy taking
Can't play with that tennis ball. Ooh, far H. Actually smacking Xerom out of the air there.
Far H follow-up is actually a surprisingly decent anti-air when it's with its hit arc, but it is really weird to actually get to work. So seeing it actually working out for Lucy, pretty dang nice, and seeing this work out, look at that damage. Blocks it out as well. Just a little awkward to punish.
I feel like 5L was probably the answer there. 2L is just a smidge slower. It's six, no, it's 6 frames like everything else. Okay, just
Okay,
no,
this is her Yuel Holy Ladder again? I actually cannot remember. I just know it's really awkward to punish.
yeah, a little bit.
Oh, not gonna be quite a finish right there for Xerom. Good tech on the throw.
Minus
Follow up on the
8,
target.
so it's close L would have worked.
Ooh.
Oh no, the sweep into flappy hands gets that round for Xerom.
Battle
Did
3.
you say minus 8?
Engage.
Yeah,
That's insane.
old Holy Ladder is minus 8. It's just it pushes back and it's a little bit awkward to punish. Most characters don't have the range for it because it beats safe jabs as well if it lands. Like, yeah, it's just awkward.
Ooh. There we go. All the way to the corner here. Great damage as well. I'm getting the stock.
Ooh,
The jump as well. No air throw or anything I was expecting from Lucy.
Slowly pushing out of the corners now, maintains pressure. BC to put him back in.
See, nice 6XM. Him down. Great hits. Not gonna be enough to kill, but even still, this is gonna be a lot of damage and leaving Lucy at just the 1 BP. BC is probably gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Double? I think that was a double overhead?
That was in fact the double overhead.
Dang.
Believe in victory.
I'm so sorry.
I'm the zoomer here. That's meant to be my thing. Oh my goodness. Even still. Footsies? Okay. Still, though, I think it's going to be a little tricky for Lucy to get in, but finds their hit. Can't quite finish it out. Catches the U-ball right there with the 2-2 each.
Xerom is getting a little bit impatient for once. He's trying to force his way out, but it worked out. It finally gets a hit on Lucy.
Oh my goodness. Once again, finding their hits. Gonna go for the Captain's Sword. There we go. Get rid of 2 of those BP. Once
Captain
again,
suck ass
giving
here.
Lucy. Giving Lucy probably just 1 hit away. Not throw range though. But now we are. Goes for the tick throw. Oh, that was a risky stock up, but even still, works out for Lucy. There's a great hit. Should be able to finish the confirm, and there we go. Lucy staying alive.
So far, Lucy's been going round for round. It's just can't get the final bit to actually secure the win in her favor.
I think it really does come down to, like, a lot of the time, we really just want to see Lucy try to keep Xerom out. But once you're in these situations, it feels like those BC points are even more tricky than we're used to.
Gets that confirm off the Holy Ladder.
The damage is so scaled to start off with that 2L.
Ooh,
What a mash.
Xerom tried to go for something there, and Lucy said, nope, no cute stuff tonight. I'm trying to kill you. That's the throw backing up.
Oh, the whiff. No punish. Whiff might be available at some point. What a great hit. Not able to get anything else, but gets a great positioning. New orb, and there's the throw. Lucy takes a game. Putting one up
Finally.
on the board.
Who's down, but definitely not out.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, I think Xerom just started to be a little bit less, a little more loose, is what I meant to say. Isn't as principled, isn't as structured. There were moments where I'm like, oh, you're just kind of doing stuff. And that allowed Lucy to actually exploit those little lapses. So hopefully
For a
Xerom...
bit, it was kind of like, I feel Xerom was wanting to still just be very random to catch Lucy off guard, and I feel like Lucy is now starting to actually adapt to these changes. And so we're probably going to be seeing a little bit more clean play from Xerom right now. Still, so much damage. Nice tech on the throw right there. Now Xerom can kind of just play a little bit more patiently, but instead gets hit, jumps over. There we go. There's a throw. Just needs 1 more hit.
No! Face the BC. Confirms with that ultimate E Honda slap. Ooh, big counter hit to start things out.
I swear, Xerom loves to throw out that 6-6H in some of the most unexpected spots. Just doing it round start is not what I ever would have thought would happen here.
I mean, it was a good read. Lucy was just backing off to start things off, so I'm like, forget it, just run in.
That could be the end for Lucy. Xerom just needs one more round. So Lucy finally hits the need. Gets to the corner. What can we really get? Galli's just gonna... No, we're just gonna be going for the stock. Lucy does not really like to go for the super to get rid of the BP until it's like about the last hit.
Shot the super here.
This is where we spend it. Should be a kill. Am I wrong again? I have no clue. I am right.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, they did real well.
Battle 3.
That felt like it was like pixel perfect on the amount of damage I feel. Ooh, a little dangerous right there, but even still.
They're making those adjustments. Just needs one more round. Stay in it. Gets a second throw.
Trying to go for the air throw that catches Xerom out, but that jump arc is a little weird.
Well, you might see a full funny combo here. No. This might do it. It will.
There
And
we
Lucy's
go.
out at third place. They played their hearts out to get there, but up against Xerom. Xerom says, "Nah, not today. I'm going to this grand finals. I'm gonna take it." And it'll be all up to Artorias to deny Xerom from that first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Still-
sadly no run back for Lucy, but still good run, good try, in the money as well. So, you know, great
Immaculate.
thing. Still got that Matcherino to look forward to. So,
Immaculate stuff from them. Thank you very much for playing. And now it's a grand finals. We got 2 codes left, y'all. Last time we'll show this tonight. Redeem 2 codes. Cash us out. Do us proud as we take a quick look back as we get ready for this grand finals. It's been a kind of killer bracket so far. We saw a lot of real early upsets, but ultimately at the end of the day, Artorias claimed his spot in grand finals, knocking out Yozamitsu, Dragalia, Inochi, Bloo.
Siegfried.
Meanwhile, Xerom crawled out of loser's side after getting knocked in by Lucy.
Believe in
Who-
victory.
oh really?
Xerom,
That was
yeah.
actually a run back as well.
Yeah, it was a run back for Xerom and them, but right now, grand finals, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Watch the Open number 37. Artorias winner's side, Xerom loser's side. 6 games total for Xerom to take it home tonight. But right now, it's Artorias' turn fully.
Also went and got one of the stocks, so the extra damage really is mattering here. Look at this. Pretty nice already, and that's a kill.
Hey, 10% is 10%.
Battle.
It's a good amount of damage, yeah. Especially considering he already has so high a damage. Getting an extra 10% really, really does make it just a little bit more scary on top of how disgusting it can be at times.
Hopefully, we see a return of 8 6XLs in a row from Artorias, but I feel like Xerom isn't going to fall for that kind of thing again. Okay, all hands. It's a hard knockdown. Ooh, Artorias was trying to press something to get out of there, and Xerom gets a full hit off of this. Gonna go straight into super. Not waste any time, cash out. Overhead, take it one more time. No, meaty 5H, and Xerom takes that second round.
Battle 3.
What a real wallop going on here. Whoa, okay!
Yeah, definitely a wallop to say the least. And oh, that's a big counter hit as well.
Utterly massive damage going on here.
Ooh, okay. The holy ladder just to get out as well with the flip. There we go. Now Xerom. Now just corner for at least a small amount of time. Xerom getting hit. Artorias getting back their pressure, getting their kill, getting their game. Very, very nice to take game number 1. Still, really back and forth there. Going back to the room for just a
Xerom.
moment.
Take a breather. Take a breather. Because I don't. Controller DC'd. Oh no.
Unfortunate, but it does happen at times. But going back into it.
Charlotta versus Siegfried.
Alrighty,
Let's
we'll
see.
push forward. It'd be unfortunate if it
Believe in victory.
came down to a controller DC, but
Engage.
still, Xerom has to play 6 games in a row minimum from this point on to actually get that that win tonight. Blocks the overhead. Uh-oh.
Oh, counter hit this time. Yeah, just getting back into the corner here. This is going to be some pretty good damage, too. Dashing out into the SBA.
Doesn't fully tech the throw. Ooh, good stuff on Artorias' attempt to get out of there. I'm taking that first game. First round. Pardon me. Ah, 668.
Goodness, again,
The jump scare.
jump scare and a half right there. Also getting the overhead guillotine.
Wild DP there. Worked out. Straight hits from Artorias right now. Nothing landing, nothing sticking. Okay, 2M. Big slams.
Going back and forth with pressure, not really taking too much. Mostly just chip at this point. Great 2H.
That was close Ace actually.
Close H?
It's a fairly decent anti-air. It's an awkward like activation period. Yeah, 2H is the big like backwards overhead swing. That was a upward swing. 5H has uses as a like niche anti-air.
My goodness, as we're talking about close H, Xerom takes game number 2 for themselves.
Believe in victory. Battle
See,
1.
game number 3 gonna be starting.
Okay. From Artorias. Okay. Nice neutral decision.
Good hits. Unfortunately, I think it was a bit too far to really get too much, but this time we're going for the big swing.
Oh
Whoa, stood up!
What are you standing up for?
Hey, that was my joke.
Well, who were you gonna reference? Were you gonna reference Versusia or Killicobes?
Fair. Nice try, jumps over, there we go. A little bit more, brave counter, brave counter. Skip is available. Yeah, wanted to dodge to see about if Holy Ladder was going to come through, but that just gave Xerom an opportunity to punish it.
I don't think there's much that Artorias could have done in that situation on Dip Life.
It really comes down to a guessing situation.
Blocks the low, but meaty.
Woo! Jumps over the Raging Strike. Pretty good for Artorias. Spends the 50 meter to get the corner. Alright. Now we get to get into a very good position for Artorias. Nice catch with the 6XL. Scale damage, but even still, pretty nice.
The shimmy going on here. Blocks the low. Uh-oh! Another hit. Super's on deck here. This ought to just go straight into Super here and hero round for Artorias.
Very, very nice. Big damage there as well. Especially
One
with
might
just
say
the 1v2.
huge, impressive,
Engage.
big,
Very, very impressive, yes.
immaculate damage coming out for Artorias to secure that game.
How excellent of the damage of this Siegfried character.
Later, more 2M into 2-2H.
And maybe one of those fancy 2H counter hits, if you will.
That's a bit rich
Oh.
for my blood. Xerom driving all the way to the corner on this one. Oh, gets the wall bounce just in time. Artorias going for a raw Raging Strike. That had to be an attempt at like a Brave counter or something.
possible. But still, a good match for Artorias could actually take this. Xerom with 0 BP, but instead the 2U into the Super Bowl. Gonna be taking it for Xerom. 2-1.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Xerom
I
in
see what
position
happens.
to reach.
Xerom's fair and honest controller DC, so he plugged in the cheater box.
You never know. You never know what players have in the background just waiting for them. Oh my goodness, what a clash. Yeah, it's
This is
definitely
the
cheating.
second time tonight that JU has clashed with some kind of sweep.
Oh, trying to go for a 6-6H, but nice job for Artorias just getting over.
Out of the air!
Could be able to cash out into the super. It doesn't even matter, actually. Enough damage already, and Artorias taking the round.
That loop there is so damaging. Like, you're not
Missed that 2M.
meant to do like double Verdragon like that often. So when you get the medium version into the EX, ugh, gross.
Disgusting damage.
Artorias
I'll try to go for another shimmy right there.
Yo, reads the BC.
Gets the command grab for it as well. Look at the chip as well. Gonna be adding up, but doesn't even matter right there. Finds the hits into the 2M. Artorias ties it up 2-2. Can Xerom reset, or is Artorias gonna win tonight? We'll see in just a moment.
Hoping that Artorias can get his bridal moment, but Xerom's not gonna let it go down easy. A little bit of damage put into the corner. Xerom says go away. DP in return. Uh-oh. Artorias in full firm control right now. Second throw.
Oh,
Baits
and
out
the
a throw
close
there.
line. This is going to be a kill right here into the super. Artorias on tournament point right now. Oh,
Just
man.
needs one more good round like that. Oh no! Xerom going crazy with it.
Yeah, possibly being a little too aggressive.
What?
Once again, the clash, the throw right there for Artorias. Great reaction right there. This time, wanted to bait out the throw. Went for the 2M, but the good jump for Xerom.
He's out. Any hit counts here. Stuffing Xerom's approach. Tries this Granblue shimmy. Sweep. Kick throw off the dive kick. Second throw.
Needs a little bit more. Those are some good hits. Should be able to close it out right here.
Yeah, grand finals, final point. We're gonna see that reset bracket, or are we gonna go home a little bit earlier? Fireball to start things off. No!
Uh-oh. Starting off with a 6-6H. Great starter right there. Here we go.
Keep the overhead. No, Artorias,
Lost
you're
the
throwing it
ultimate.
away!
There we go. This is going to be a good amount of damage. Do we cash out into the super or do we save it? No, we're going to be cashing out as much as we can.
I didn't put this in the
closer, not
script.
throw range.
This isn't
One
in my
more.
script.
One
What's going
more.
on?
Attack on the throw.
It's fine.
Chip
You're not
range is
dead till
available.
you're dead.
Gets it with the holy ladder.
We're going to our reset, y'all.
Making it over to our Shin Grand Finals. Xerom takes it 3-2, being so aggressive at the end there. Very, very nice.
You're great. You're great. Legend of Rackham. Legend of Rackham. Legend of Rackham. You're great.
Oh, boy.
Charlotta versus
And right
Going
back into
in.
this. I hope Artorias can result, like,
Believe in
just
victory.
take a moment, breathe.
Battle 1.
Yeah, you gotta do 3 more games at the minimum, but you were there. You can do this. Xerom pulling out the 5U for the first time this entire set. Gotta remind Artorias, no, I have this still. Oh, clipping with the 6-6H. Eat the overhead one more time.
All right. Trying to get through. Big counter hit right there. Takes an extra 50 meter off of Xerom. Tries to go for the Granblue shimmy. Catches with the 2-2-8. Should be a kill right there. My goodness, they are fighting
Battle 2.
So aggressively. Both
Cats
of
and
them now.
dogs living together. Mass hysteria on the screen right now. The second time. Okay, Xerom just has that on lock now. I think that might have just been a, if I can hold on to it for that entire first set, bring it out in the second set in the reset, Artorias isn't going to have enough time when it really matters to adjust to me using it.
Talking about adjustments, we're seeing a lot more of those DPs to come through to try to get around the demon flips. We also don't want to see Artorias get too DP happy like we did before. That is what lost them the tournament point.
Over the losers, okay. Good JU. Goes for the sweep. Fireballs. Stagger pressure.
Nice throw.
Ooh, just needs one more. Knock it off. Whoa, good interrupts.
Wow. That was a very, very risky button press, but it worked out so well.
Oh my god.
Didn't believe in their button. Artorias, game number 1 of the reset.
You know what I want to see come out from Artorias a bit more? Because he mostly saves his meter for either securing corner with Orcan. I want to see the alt fireball. Alt Nail of Nav is like really strong at like calling people out at like full screen. And Xerom doesn't have like the space to deal with that kind of quick fireball. Whoa! 2-2Ms in a row makes 4M into a kill.
Yeah, and there we go. There's the old fireball just to clear out the kill. So, you know, might get to see that a bit more. Artorias, you never know. They might just actually be listening. Artorias, if you're listening, go and do the dragon install, you know?
Artorias, if you're listening, get 2U into install into taunt. If you do that, I'll
might be a bit
throw
much.
another $1 in the Matcherino. Don't actually do that. You could be winning like at least 40 off of this. But hey, one more extra.
They counter hit heavy. Look at the damage is coming through. That's another great hit into the Raging Strike.
Gonna do the full
Again.
funny here. Oh my god, he pulled it out! He's listening! He's Neo! Artorias up 2 games!
This could be it.
Oh no, I
could
hope we
just
didn't get
see-
spectator bug.
I hope not.
I don't want to
Then
have
we're gonna
to
have to
speed
go
run.
super speed again.
Okay, let me real quick find the lyrics to Scatman's World. Mute my mic so you guys don't have to hear my awful impression of Scatman John.
Oh no, off
Okay.
cab.
Okay, Lucilius!
Huh?
Xerom has a Lucilius. It's not
Yeah.
like a random pick. He's got a Lucilius.
It's
Was it of this patch, or did he experiment with the character from, like, his launch?
I think a little bit before this patch.
Okay.
But even still, I was not expecting to bring out the Lucilius after already resetting the bracket with the Charlotta. I would have expected it to be a bit earlier, if anything. But even still, you know,
And
bringing
if
out the
there's-
Lucilius, gonna have to see how this goes. Lucilius, a character we haven't seen in our brackets almost at all, it feels like. But great character. Honestly, probably one of the strongest once they can get going. Has to use a lot of those skills in order to get their gauge up. But once that gauge is up, the character's unstoppable.
This character, yeah, definitely. The buffs this last patch made him glow like no other. What are you at?
Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I was about to say Xerom used all their BP so early, leaving them at 0. Just a sweep into SSBA should be enough to kill.
Hot damn! Artorias working on tournament point, and the thing we didn't even mention, Xerom's locked into Lucilius for the rest of this tournament.
Rest of
There
the
is no
tournament might just
changing
be
from
one
here.
more round though.
Into the corner, Artorias looking to finish off in dominating fashion.
Right now, this is kind of how you have to play against Lucilius. You have to be hyper aggressive. You cannot just let Lucilius just sit back and get these stacks for just using special moves. So Artorias playing super aggressively, working out very well, and it's gonna have to come down to Xerom
smother him.
trying to see about how to do that.
This could be it.
I think it will.
Into super. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will do it. Artorias was the open number 37. In grand finals reset. Finally gets a win after 5 entries. Immaculate stuff. Shoutouts to Xerom as well. Played his heart out. Got the reset. But Artorias managed to find his inner demon like Siegfried and take it 3-0 in that reset.
My goodness, amazing play from both players. But I feel like I mentioned it before as well. Artorias, one of the players I feel like does some of the best adaptations just over time. If you just play it for too long, if you do not go in and immediately just sweep Artorias, they will learn and they will just absolutely demolish you after a few games. And that's what I feel like Xerom was doing like so well early on, was just getting some really good early leads and just kind of going through. But 6 games is a long time to give Artorias.
Yeah. Download, unfortunately, came in clutch for Artorias, who will be taking home pretty decent paying from our match arena. We got 2 more codes, y'all, to redeem for the rest of this evening. That will be a clean $78.01, unless anyone else donates. Going to our top 3 tonight. An incredible bracket so far. Great to see 3 Narmayas in top 8. Surprisingly, we saw a lot of diversity. Saw a lot of really good play come out from our Niers, who are still working their hardest on this character. We saw Lowain put in work tonight. Get the 3 Narmayas.
Yeah,
And old favorites like Charlotta and Siegfried. So,
of course.
fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff from you tonight, Koyo.
Thank you, and you too as well. Honestly, a pleasure to get to commentate with you. It's been fun. You got anything to shout out?
Yeah, I do have some pluggables I'd like to plug. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron Curry Dish. If you are in the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area, we have a monthly coming up this Saturday that I'm running. We've been doing stuff locally, can pushed out. So if you're in the upper Midwest and can drive a couple hours to East River, come meet me in person. I'll be at Midwest Knicks Fest as well in November. Shout outs to Vortex Gallery as well. We have a bunch of tournaments going on there. I'm running All-Star Battle R. I'll be running Neo Turf Masters and helping out wherever I can with other stuff. So still a lot of stuff to see for me. So what about you? You got any pluggables you like to plug?
For me, it's just the Twitter handle that I got under my name here. I don't post too often, but even still, when I do, it's usually about either Granblue, the fighting game, or Granblue, the gacha. I've been playing a good amount of the gacha recently.
Fair enough.
Even still, yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for watching tonight. This has been WASD Online Granblue Open number 37. Artorias takes it. Thank you all for watching. We will be back next week with more Granblue.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to
yeah.
send everybody over to Nephew's stream. One quick reminder, real quick. We have another monthly on October 5th. It's going to be at Brooklyn this time. So if you're in the city, definitely come out. A couple people, I think like Side Games reps coming out, and they're going to have like exclusive, I think they're Lucilius pins.
Yeah.
For everybody who comes for Granblue. So come out, play, should be a good time. We're going to have Granblue, Strive, Uni 2, and Street Fighter 6. But that's going to be October 5th, and signups are already up. You can find them in Discord and everything. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
Bye, y'all.